Okay, so Foxtrot, sunbathers, and anyone who isn't
Yeah.
a Foxtrot. Well, technically, I still count non-followers as Foxtrots. You just don't know it yet. Welcome to episode 11 of Shrine Talk.
Trying to
Yes. Oh my god.
gonna
And our
talk
topic
about
is
shrines.
gaming in 2021 and 2022. Oh boy.
I hope I'm equipped for this.
Yeah, that's why. And yes, I forgot to mention to you guys, I am trying out a slightly different format for this one. Because normally, like, I prepare a
Can I get
doc.
bigger?
Yeah, suddenly you're bigger.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, I'll just make you smaller then. Again, it's okay.
Sorry.
No biggie. So yeah,
Okay.
normally I send the topic and the general flow of what we talk about to my guests so that they can do a bit of preparation. But for this one, because it's very general, I don't want to limit it to particular questions. We're just going to cover whatever comes under the radar.
Sounds like a good time, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I just have to say, in retrospect, like, again, looking several months back around, was it August that we like first met on that Discord group?
Was it
August?
August? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like August, late July
Yeah,
or
late
something.
July. That was
Yeah.
sometime after my debut.
It was around the time I started. It
Yeah,
was
and I
around,
remember the
yeah.
first thing that caught my eye. My friend told me she plays Tekken. I'm like, oh, based.
That was literally the first thing we talked about.
Yeah, based.
You immediately messaged me and you were like,
We
"Want to
have
play
to play
Tekken?"
Tekken.
And I was like, yeah, sure,
Sure.
whatever." I was planning to stream Tekken at some point, I guess.
And then we had that collab.
Oh
And
god,
then we just clicked from there on, like, yep, this is my Tekken 7 rival.
wasn't our first fight Kazumi Heihachi? It was like
Yeah,
lore.
it was Kazumi Heihachi, yeah.
It was a lore fight to
I
start with.
just kept, I even just kept DF2ing you in the face.
Oh god, I've been traumatized since day one on this channel. I swear,
Yeah.
it hasn't gotten better. It's just gotten worse. All of you fight like insane people.
Well, we did get better after that, though.
I mean, we're better players, but we're still all like insane.
Yeah, and then we branched out into other games too. So
Yeah,
wild. And this is
yeah.
why I'm here also with this topic. There's so many games that we played last year and so many games to look forward to this year that I want to talk about it with Mariva.
Mhm.
All right, anyhow,
Mhm.
so first things first, let's get the obvious out of the way. In your opinion, what was game of the year for 2021 in your opinion?
I play a lot of games that aren't like recent, so I'm gonna have to check what games came out in 2021.
Go ahead. Well, I already have one I can talk
Yeah,
about.
you can start first, and then I'll see what I've got.
Okay.
So trying to
For the year
remember.
2021, if there's one game that in my opinion is game of the year material, I would have to say Tales of Arise.
Oh yeah, you were really into that when it came out.
I had a special schedule image too where it was just like it was perfect too because Tales of Arise had 7 party members. I'm like, yep, 1 party member per day. I played that every day for a week, and even after that, I was still playing it quite a lot. And it was all because of Rice to Pudding. I want to give her a shout out as well.
Mhm, mhm.
She did stream the game for 24 hours. I'm like, a Tales game for 24 hours? Is it really that good? Like, I wasn't negative towards Tales of Rise. I was skeptical, a tad optimistic because I like the new
Right.
art direction they were going. It looked a little less kiddie anime and a little more mature anime-ish, the aesthetic. So I'm like, you know what? I think I'll wait for this game to go on sale. And then I watched Raisu Pudding play it, and she was having so much fun, and I was just like, whoa, this game looks pretty rad. So I'll play it. First
Mhm.
day, like I did a trial before the scheduled stream. I'm like, first day, okay, I want to play like 2 hours of this just to see what kind of vibe it's going for. And oh my god, the vibe, ow, was something not expected.
Yeah, you had a really good time
Yeah,
playing
and
with
I checked my
your-
I checked my analytics that like it's still way up there in one of the categories that people mostly watched on my channel.
Yeah, well, it was a big thing when it was
It
coming
was a
out,
big
and
thing,
I
yeah.
played controllers as well.
Indeed, it was. But other than that, again, oh, thank you for the follow, IDK Emilia. Wait a minute.
Oh, that's my friend. It's
Oh, that's
Amelia.
your friend. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. Hi, Emmy. What up?
Is she a streamer? He, she?
Yeah, she's a
Okay.
VTuber.
Okay, cool. Ooh, fellow VTuber. What were you doing? Dog show and pup.
She was doing a thing where she was interviewing, what's her name? La Vispa,
Oh,
the
damn.
wasp girl. She had her own stream. It was nice.
Oh, wow.
Emmy's a good friend.
Nice. Just chatting. Oh no, they also play F14. Shit.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, see?
Oh, Sky.
She plays a lot.
Thank you. Thank you for the raid, Sky. Oh my god.
Hi, Sky.
So your friend IDK Emilia also plays the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV that includes the entirety of A Realm Reborn and a free trial up to level 60.
Oh,
That
Mary.
includes the award-winning expansion Heavensward with no time restrictions. You are based, Emilia.
Why'd you memorize the copy?
I just do. It's like a requirement. If you either stop at the Realm Reborn or you live long enough to see yourself become a walking advertisement for F14, and that's what I
Okay,
am.
look, I've got a lot of friends who are walking F14 advertisements. So yeah, there's
I'm
there's
one
a lot
of them.
Yeah, exactly. You and like honestly half my friend base. Honestly, it's a surprise that I'm not really as into it
Yeah,
yet.
it's alright. But that's the good thing about F14. You
Mhm.
can
I
be
feel like-
you can be as serious. You can spend so much or so little time, and the game doesn't punish you for it. You can
That's true.
like look. The other day, my FF14 guildie posted the character screen of the character screen of a character that they saw.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
look, their healer, their only class leveled up is an Arcanist at 28, but their Fisher is leveled up all the way to 70. They bought FF14 just to fish. Ow! They bought the game just to fish.
Hey, like honestly, like the crafting stuff's really fun. I really like being an armorer.
And
That was, like,
I'm pretty sure some people bought the game just to visit the in-game brothels, strip clubs,
Okay, we're getting off-
hostess clubs. Wink,
We're
wink.
getting off topic. Let's.
It's still gaming in
back.
2021. It counts.
I guess it is. Anything
but-
anything we play is gaming in 2020.
Yeah, but yeah, Tales of Arise was really like one of those games that I did not expect to succeed as much as it did. Ow, because like again, I'm not a Tales fan. Not because I don't like Tales, but I've played a lot of RPGs. I played Final Fantasy, Breath of Fire, Dragon Quest. What other like? Man, there's
You
so.
play a lot of like RPG thingies. Like it's like one of your things. Like,
Yeah, I really love RPGs.
uh-huh,
And
uh-huh.
Tales had a very unique combat style that was a bit of a hit or miss for me. And that's kind of
Yeah.
how I describe every Tales game that I have played. I have not played every single one. I just played a handful, and I flip a coin. Like this title is gonna be a hit or miss for me. And so far, it
Right.
has been until I played Tales of Arise. Like just like any RPG, it has a slow start. You know that if anyone here who's played more than one JRPG knows that the start is always the slowest part.
Very true.
The
Very.
pacing is very slow at the start, but then it ramps up in speed gradually. And yeah, during my first 2-hour play before off stream of that game, I'm like, okay, this game is really fun. I like the direction. Like, of course, it's very JRPG cliche as plot goes, but it's still given love and care,
Hey, I love stupid JRPG.
which is more than I can say that than Blizzard has done for World of Warcraft. Ha ha ha. My God.
Oh boy.
Okay, how about
boy.
you?
Okay, I am like looking through this list a second time already
Mm.
because I don't know if I actually played any of these games. So far, I've seen Disco Elysium Final Cut, which I only played because I bought the non-Final Cut version already before this year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I have not
Ooh.
played the Legendary Edition, but I have played all the Mass Effect.
Same.
So I
I
guess
played
it
the
does.
trilogy and even Andromeda. Yes, as much as
I guess
people
that
wanted to
doesn't
deny that that
count.
doesn't exist, yeah, I
I
have.
didn't play it. I don't play. I have not played Andromeda.
Don't.
I was. My
Don't.
heart was. My heart was broken because I had a friend in my college who was as big a Mass Effect fan as me, right? And we would have whole like we would have like whole conversations about Mass Effect together in front of like just the school,
Mm-hmm.
and we were like, "Oh my god, Andromeda! Oh my god!" You know. And then it came out, and then she played it, and then she came to me, and she was like,
Don't
"Don't
fucking
get
play
it.
it.
Play it. Just let it be a dream in your
Oh,
mind."
that is a bummer. But yeah, she
Oh
was in
god.
the right to say that.
There we go. Okay, the number one game I played this year that came out in 2021 is Guilty Gear Strive.
Ah, Guilty Gear Strive.
Oh, well, it's the only game I think I was really playing that came out last year.
Not much
Compared to-
surprise there, but yeah, that's.
I was literally playing it earlier today.
Yeah, you were.
It's great though. I mean, like it's like that first indication of like this good direction of fighting games going forward. I think.
Yeah, it started a new
Um,
era of fighting games where people don't
Yeah,
even
this, like-
ask like, is it a 2D? Is it gauge heavy? Is it execution heavy? No, people don't care about that anymore.
Rollback.
All
Is
they
it
care
rollback?
about is, does it have rollback?
Is it rollback? Is
Yeah,
it
that's
rollback?
literally-
Is it rollback?
Yeah, like, yeah, okay, anime fighter, does it have rollback? Okay, League of Legends fighter, does it have rollback? No shit, it has
Does it have
rollback.
rollback?
It's
Does it have
made by
rollback?
the people who made rollback.
Because any fighting game is just more fun if the connection's good. Period. That's it. you know?
Yeah.
I can play any fighting game if the connection's good. I kind of want to buy that My Little Pony fighting game.
Look, ironically, I can even say that Monster Hunter Rise has rollback.
Yeah, see, it's great.
I played with Takemi the other day. He's all the way in
Yeah.
Sweden.
Yeah,
I did not experience any lag whenever I attacked the monster or took damage from the monster. Nope, nada,
Let's
no
go.
lag. I'm like, yep, this game has rollback.
let's go.
Imagine
But
being,
yeah,
imagine Tekken 8 not having rollback.
it would be probably one of the worst decisions they could make
Yeah.
if they didn't put rollback in it after everything.
If not
After
the
seeing-
worst, it's going to be a missed opportunity to say it in the nicest way.
It will
Because,
be
like-
terrible, honestly, because it's like imagine fucking,
If you don't have rollback, you must have a good or a better, no, as good as an alternative to rollback.
but right now there isn't.
But
I don't
right
think
now,
there's a better.
there
I don't
isn't.
think there is
Unless they make
another-
their own, like, unique Bamco or Tekken netcode, but I
They
don't
won't.
know.
They
I
won't,
don't
though.
know.
That's the thing. Like, just implement your rollback already, Tekken.
Mm.
Because I swear to God, if they don't put rollback in it, they're just ignoring the
Look,
fact
like-
that Central Fiction, which is like what a 5-year-old game, got
It-
completely revived just by
Yeah,
adding
like
rollback.
a
in it.
1,000 to 200% increase in player base.
No
of the-
balance changes,
No balance,
nada.
nada.
They literally were just like,
And-
we know this game is good. We're just gonna make it rollback, and
When,
that's it. And
when
it
I
worked.
checked the Twitter of Arxis for any news on Baiken, I saw them release like the winners of one of the recent tournaments. Punk
Mm-hmm.
is third, and I'm like, Punk? Like Street Fighter
Cent-
Punk?
in Central Fiction.
No. Guilty
sorry.
Gear. Guilty Gear.
Oh, in Guilty Gear,
Right.
yeah.
I'm
Punk.
like, wait, Punk as in Street Fighter Punk? Oh my god, he really has moved to Guilty Gear. And you might ask, like, yeah, who's Punk? Okay, for those who don't know,
Oh,
Punk
yeah, it's a lot.
was, well, not is, alright? He is a really good Street Fighter player. And back when Tokido won Evo for Street Fighter 5, Punk was a rising star at the time. Everyone
Mhm.
was betting on him to win, and Punk even put Tokido in loser's bracket.
He was close, honestly.
And
But
uh,
It really could have been like the story of that Evo now could
Yeah.
have been the
'cause
new kid on the block,
not just the
taking
kid on the
down-
block, like
taking down the favorite.
I think no one from America has, well, other than Justin Wong. Well, since Justin Wong, I don't think anyone has won from North America no one has won,
on that high level of Evo, nah,
no
I
one
don't
has
think
won
so.
Street Fighter 5 at Evo
Yeah,
or
yeah,
Street Fighter
yeah,
at Evo.
yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
change that. Don't worry. Oh no, no brainer. Soli's gonna change that. Yeah,
Yo,
absolutely.
Soli, get in there. You're
Mm.
gonna have to learn Street Fighter now if
Yeah,
you're saying that, but you know, whatever.
when Soli lifts that cup, you and I are gonna point. I know her. I can. I know her. I know her. I know that Soli over
Yo,
there.
I raised that girl. That's the love of my life, Soli channel. Um, like yeah, that's it.
So your pick is Guilty Gear. Awesome, awesome.
Guilty Gear's probably yeah of the games that I played this year. That's probably my fave.
Mm,
And I noticed there were lots of games that were re-released on PC.
yeah.
Um, like FF7, Kingdom Hearts in its entirety. Um, yeah, mostly those are the ones that come to mind. God of War recently, but that wasn't really 2021. But I guess
So
it's following that trend of like putting things on
Uncharted is
PC.
set. Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy is set to release on Steam as well.
Well, see, that's a lot, you know.
Mm.
Like, do you like? I don't know. It's like I'm trying to figure it out in my head. If is there a move away from console exclusively,
Oh
right?
wait, no, no, no. I don't think so
But
because
yeah, I don't think so either.
Nintendo has proven that console games just aren't going anywhere because Nintendo as a company has thrived because PC gaming in uh Japan is not as widespread as people might think. Like
Oh yeah,
there
true.
are computer shops, but people can easily, at least the ones who live in Tokyo, they can afford to build a PC, the parts, whatnot. But there is a bit of a stigma, so to speak, if you own a PC and use it for gaming. Yeah, that's a bit of a
Yeah.
yikes. And again, for my fellow foxtrots and sunbathers that are interested in Japanese culture, please do not throw the word otaku around because
In Japan, hell
in
no,
Japan in
bro.
particular, no. Because look,
That's like an
I get
actual
it.
insult in
Yeah,
Japan.
it's a very no, not insult. The word you're looking for is derogatory. It's a very
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
derogatory term because like I even back in college, a lot of people have thrown, "Oh, you're an otaku too."
Uh,
Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like people who casually throw that around are like, "Yeah, otaku just means you really love anime." In Japan, it's not love; it's obsessed. You are obsessed with anime
like
to
this
a
is your
fault.
life.
So
You're
yeah,
like you're into the weird shit.
yeah, you're into the
Like
weird shit. So
like people look down on you for it. You
so
know,
yeah,
it's
do
like that
not
kind of
throw the
thing.
word otaku very openly in Japan. That is a big no-no. Okay?
I am obsessed though.
Yeah, same here. I love anime. But if I
Obviously,
were
look
to
at me. Come
measure
on.
it to like Japan levels of otaku, nope, not there yet. I'm a gamer otaku, that's for sure.
I
Not
haven't.
an not.
But I've definitely not reached that level of like obsessed with with anime video game.
Mm,
You can make an argument of like I'm obsessed with manga a lot more.
mm,
Or yeah, the amount of manga I've read and like kept track of in my life is in the hundreds, maybe 1,000. But
that's
yeah.
fair.
Anyway, but then yeah, video games. I think yeah, we're not gonna see consoles disappear, especially from Nintendo. I doubt it, one
No,
hundred
Nintendo
percent.
has proven that
They're gonna stick to console.
exclusivity is
They know
still
it works.
very important because
Yeah,
the whole branding of every company is still very prominent. Like whenever people think Nintendo, they always think about family-friendly games. When they think Sony, they think like action-oriented story narrative games. When they think Xbox, they think graphically superior games. And if you look at the overall philosophy of my music stopped for some reason. Weird.
that's okay.
Oh,
Take your time.
I think my program froze. Hang on, let me. Aha! So it did crash. Yep,
You
it
good?
did.
You
Yeah,
got it.
it's okay. It's okay. I just need to open it again.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but like the motto of each of the companies, it reflects their games. So Nintendo's philosophy for games is that games are supposed to be fun for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Male, female, old, young, doesn't matter. It's supposed to be fun.
The
Sony,
game
they
is fun.
see they see video games as a form of entertainment. So it has
Mm-hmm.
that prestige as movies, TV shows, that level of prestige. It's not just a toy, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
Xbox, they see games as as a form of art. So it has to be like superior in every way, superior in graphics, audio design, um, gameplay, whatever, etc. It has to be superior. You know, that's what art is. And
Seems like that they're trying to do this thing now where they'll release something exclusively on a console, and then like a couple years later they'll put it on PC, right?
mm,
And like I guess that's not always like that's not like on the console makers end. That's more on the developers end,
I would say publisher.
and yeah, publisher
Mm,
end. I guess it's like to because there is a faction of like people who game who do not care about getting consoles if they already have PC. I
yeah,
guess I'm
yeah, yeah.
sort of one of them. I don't really mind not having any consoles. I don't mind not having a Switch much,
Mm,
because I was never a Nintendo person myself. I was raised on PlayStation, and all the PlayStation games end up on PC now. So
mm.
I'm content to wait.
Which is a shame because I have to ask, how are you going to look at Bayonetta and Samus respectfully?
There's porn on Twitter, dude.
Oh,
Come
right,
on.
right, right. Right,
But yeah,
right,
it's
that's a
like
thing.
they are games I want to try eventually, and I feel like if I have enough money down the line, I'll probably get a Switch just because I want to see what it's like.
Or, just, why not just play Bayonetta 1 on PC?
Yeah, or that.
You know what,
It's like things
let me,
end up here eventually, I guess
yeah, but
sometimes.
the reason why Bayonetta 2 and 3 will not anytime soon at least, I don't think it's gonna appear yet because, it's officially, like, distributed and published by Nintendo. And the reason for that is because Platinum Games, during the development of Bayonetta 2, they
Mhm.
could not find a publisher. As popular as
Mm.
Bayonetta 1 was, um, compared to the likes of Devil May Cry and God of War, it did not sell particularly well.
I see.
So, yeah, they were having a difficult time finding a publisher, and the only one that would accept them was Nintendo. And rightfully, a lot of people were worried, like, what? Nintendo? They only do family-friendly games, and Bayonetta is definitely not what comes to mind when you think family-friendly.
They thought of like she was in Smash, so
Yeah,
I
like,
guess let's help her out.
but like, to the surprise of Platinum Games, the developer, I forgot the director, basically he said, Nintendo gave us the green light to do whatever the hell we want with this game.
Let's
So
go.
I'm like, anything? And then I played through Bayonetta 2. I'm like, yup. Nintendo
I feel
was
like
like, no shackles attached. You can do whatever
I
you
feel like
want.
Nintendo's starting to loosen up slightly, right? It's like, dude, they've got fucking Disco Elysium on the Switch now, which
Yeah,
is
but
a game about which is a game where you can become a communist police officer.
yeah. But I don't
So,
know, like,
that's
Nintendo
chill.
Recently has been falling out of favor for me because,
Honestly,
yeah,
really.
while they are taking steps forward, they are taking more steps backward.
Well, yeah, they do that too. Hi, Blue.
Remember that Nintendo's now becoming to be less censored in terms of their game versus Sony and even Steam. Yes, that is very true. I forgot what game in particular. No, wait, no, not in particular.
Less censored. Are they what? They showing nip?
Oh, wait,
now
wait, wait, wait,
instead
wait,
of-
wait, I remember. There was a time where Dead or Alive, Core Values Volleyball, um,
Yeah.
there was no censorship, but those who owned a Switch, like, they could easily find a copy for that game. But if you owned only a PlayStation, good luck finding one. So if you want to play Senran Kagura, the best platform to play it is the Nintendo. Ah yes, Senran Kagura. Oh my. But yeah,
Core
like,
values volleyball.
Core.
Let's go.
values. But yeah, no, seriously though, like, Nintendo has been changing in a good sense, but also in a bad sense. But recently, worse, in my opinion.
Oh, what did they do? What did they do to you, Inari?
Oh boy, okay. This is one of the. It's still part of gaming in 2021, but okay, look. So, when you have a Nintendo Switch online
gamers, right.
subscription, which is the
Boy.
equivalent of PS Plus or Xbox Gold, if
Which
I'm
I
not
don't
mistaken.
fuck with. I still don't like.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still don't like that.
I just find it stupid. Like, but I can do that for free on PC.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, my one
Shit.
argument whenever I have friends like, Yoko, did you get MH Rise for Switch? Yeah, I did. Why are you getting it on PC again? 1, mods. 2, FPS and better resolution. And 3, I don't have to pay a subscription every year to play it with friends. I can do it for free.
Hell yeah, dude.
And
Oh god, my drive's out of space again.
oh. So what I did,
Can anyone buy me another 2 terabyte drive, please?
new sub goal.
No. I could probably buy one already.
Nintendo Online is a joke. Yeah, let me explain why. Look,
Okay, go ahead.
leading up to the release of Nintendo 64 digital console for Nintendo Switch, you got regular updates and regular games for Nintendo Switch Online where you can play Nintendo NES games and SNES games, which is pretty rad if you think about it. You can play these classic titles on your Switch, which is portable, which is really cool.
Rad.
So people were like, so we're done with NES and SNES. It's only a matter of time until they release N64, right? And yep, they revealed it. And then straight up after the reveal, we were given the middle finger. So hypothetical, because I have not subscribed to Nintendo Switch Online for so long because that shit just pissed me off. I looked at how much let's say a year costs $20. Okay, $20. So with $20, you always got the digital consoles, which everything there is free. NES and SNES, and we were hoping N64. If you want N64, you needed to buy the expansion pack. And you might ask, okay, how big is this expansion pack? Oh, from $20, you'd have to pay $40 a year. I'm like, what?
A year? 40?
Like, it's cheaper to buy in a year than like 3 months or 6 months, but oh my god, like,
I mean, it's still kind of a lot
what?
compared to like
Why?
compared to literally free.
Like, freaking why? Just cause N64? And worse is that, have you seen the emulated versions on that thing of Super Mario 64? As
I
a
heard people
fan
complain.
of Super Mario 64, oh my god, I wish that did not exist. Emulated and classic N64 on the vanilla console runs way better than on the Switch.
Oh boy.
Like, that is a big F. Nintendo has been so much against emulation, but they can't even make a proper one for the Switch. Ironic.
I still remember that shit Nintendo pulled also with like Smash.
Oh yeah, they tried to shut down the stream because they're like, no, this is off-brand. Smash is supposed to be a party arena fighter. It's not an esports title. I'm just like,
Stop making Melee survive
then
this long.
don't get in the way.
They love getting in the way. Nintendo
Like,
just can't help
You
themselves.
just
They really want
you
to
just
get in the
don't
way.
you just don't like no they just don't like not making money out of it. That's why. Which is like really fucking stupid in my opinion.
I think they don't want to like also be like connected with the community, which I honestly can't.
Which I
understand
understand
a little bit.
too. Can't say I don't blame them for that much.
I can't blame them for being anti-melee community because I'm anti-melee community.
Yeah, like how can you support that community? Like, I want to, don't get me wrong, please. I want to. But man, I just can't find it in me to do that.
Oh melee.
Yeah.
Oh melee.
Oh,
even,
good
I mean,
lord.
come on.
Chaos.
Even the,
Why did you redeem the? Oh well. I can't believe
let's
I'm doing this on an
go.
episode of Shrine Talk. Okay, fine. Let me.
I'm right here. Go for it. Got it.
Chaos, how do you want to be addressed? Oni-chan or Ne-chan?
My God.
I'm going to full mile here.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
You know I don't half-ass anything.
That's right.
While I'm waiting for Chaos's response. Okay, okay. So yeah, that's Nintendo in 2021 just being a dick. My God. Alright. Favorite gaming moment of 2021. It can be something you experienced yourself or something you saw happen like in esports or something.
What? Sorry, someone called me. What was that?
Wait.
Okay.
Reenactment of a melee player dying to Nintendo God, Chaos, your requests are so particular.
Oh God.
You want me to say? Oh my God. Oh my God. Why?
You're the one who put in the redeem.
I did, but that is just so specific.
You put in the redeem.
Okay,
Suffer.
fine. I'll do it. Hey, I'm a kitsune of my word.
Let's go.
Nintendo otosan yamete? Fuck! Ah! Damn it!
Clip it.
Every fiber in my body is like.
Clip it.
Did you
Clip
just?
it.
Yes, I did.
Clip it. Blue, clip it. Please.
Oh my God. Anyway. Okay, so
Alright, back to gaming in 2021.
yeah, what was your favorite moment in video games in 2021? Like, it can be a moment you experienced in a video game or a moment you saw happen in another person's stream and what, etc.
Not like a general game thing, but like a specific
Yeah, a specific
in-game
moment. Like, or it can also be like, they announced this game is being released next year. That also counts.
Genshin. No.
Genshin.
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 One of my favorite things has been like I think we talked about it already. The fighting game rollback movement actually succeeding.
Yes.
has been like a big boy
Mm.
for us, I think. On top of that, because I think that's really something that's going to be changing the industry if it goes well, right? If is this move away from delay and onto like this brave new rollback world, I think it's good. You heard Genshin and now you're back.
Lol.
I'm trying to think of other moments because like like I know I'm like I'm a pro gamer streamer chat, but like I'm not always it's not the only thing on my mind.
Yeah, of course, it's fair.
Yeah, so that's the one thing that I can think about right now in terms of like gamer moments, right?
Gamer.
Seeing Justin Wong get Daigo parried again was hilarious.
Yes.
That was tight. All the
my
KOF
God.
trailers were really great too. You'll notice most of these are fighting games.
Yeah, because we are like primarily, although we are variety streamers, we do play a lot of fighting
That is
games.
my heart belongs to fighting games.
Yes.
Indeed. Like that's like
Children,
all the other games.
some children
all
were
the other
born
games.
with toys and whatnot. We were born with fight sticks.
Fight stick.
We were
I'm
born
like
with
the other games are but mistresses to the true love of my life.
fighting games. Yes.
Oh well.
Let's see.
It's game tangential, but something that I followed a lot was the labor malpractice trials at Blizzard.
Oh, that too.
Well, which was big,
Mm.
honestly, and
It
it's
was.
not exactly a gamer moment, but in some ways, it's such
It
a
is.
gamer moment.
As a gamer, you celebrate whenever Blizzard gets its comeuppance. So
Whenever they get
Activision Blizzard,
fucked
yeah,
up by the law because they
Mm.
deserve it.
they deserve it.
And like yeah, I followed that shit like the whole time it was happening. It's still technically happening. It isn't even over yet because just like hearing the details of it, it was like terrible
It
what
was
happened to the
bad.
people who worked there.
Remember, people stole their breast milk there.
The breast milk stealing,
Dude,
God!
I'm like, what?
That's some high level bullshit.
That's some crazy bullshit. Out
The
of all,
breast milk.
like, I thought they ran out of stuff like, okay, what can we do that will make the general community say, what the fuck? How about we steal our female co-worker's breast milk? Yeah, genius idea, bro! Oh no.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah,
Alright,
fuck Blizzard.
let's see. For my best gaming moments 2021, let's see. Before the year ended, there's this project I've been following for years, and it's the RE4 HD project.
Oh yeah, I don't.
It's
remember
one
if
of
you
the few fan projects that never got copyrighted or whatever by the company, because
Oh no, yeah, I remember it. It's
Capcom did give their permission, like, oh, you want to completely like
the retexture.
retexture the whole game? Yeah, sure, go ahead. Yeah, you have our permission.
Yeah,
I'm glad Capcom allowed
they
them
weren't
to,
gonna
because
do it.
they were, because this guy, wait, hang on. I want to do the content creator justice by looking them up on Twitter, because they have a Twitter account. There it is. RE4 HD project. Look, they regularly post before and after photos and comparisons. Like, it's really, really, really fucking, like, the difference is night and day. And hello, Zalokus. Hello. So yeah, they announced before the end of the year that it's slated to release for free next month, February 2. February 2, 2022.
Are you gonna get it?
Of course, because I already have RE4 on Steam. I just
And
need
it's just
to...
and it's a free mod basically.
It's a
right?
free... It's a big ass mod, but it's a free mod. Like, he even retextured the
boy.
cutscenes and everything. And every environmental asset, they did that too. So I'm like, okay, I have to see how big of an upgrade it is. Like, I know it is.
Imagine like just the dedication to do something like that for nothing.
For nothing.
For no monetary gain, just like literal love of the game.
Yeah, but of course, a lot of people were like, yo, we'll donate to you on PayPal, whatever. Just give us that PayPal link. And of course...
I mean, yeah, of course, but it's like,
But
it's not
it's
a job.
non-profit.
They weren't
non-profit.
told to do it.
But
Yeah, exactly.
you gotta
right?
you gotta admit, this is gonna look good in his resume.
Oh, 100%. Dude, if you're a game company and you don't hire the guy who did the full retexturing of Resident Evil 4,
You'd want
You're
to
just-
hire him right now.
you're just either stupid or you're Blizzard, because I
Hmm.
can't think of any other reason you'd be dumb enough to let this dude go. He's like a genius. I've seen what he did. I've seen what he's done. I don't even play Resident Evil, and I'm like really interested in like the project as a whole. Like, imagine
Yeah.
that's tiring, dude. I've taken a shallow dip into game dev myself,
Nice.
and like the shit is hard.
Yeah, it is hard.
Shit is hard. Yeah, and like the best looking stuff I've been able to do by myself have all been like pixel art type 2D games, because because that's the best kind of texturing I can do personally. I tried to make a fighting game once, and that really didn't work out.
But hey, you can say you tried.
I can say I tried at least.
Mm.
Not very successfully, not very at all. But yeah, I tried. It is something I want to do in the future a little bit. I think is explore making games, because I really like games and I really like making stuff. So I guess it's like a good.
Nice.
I think it's like a good thing to try out at some point. Maybe I'll make like the next Undertale or some shit.
Ooh.
Who knows? We'll see.
Mm.
I
that's
don't
just-
think it'll be that big.
Well, you never know.
Again, yeah, never know, but yeah.
Okay, that's one moment. The other moment, one of my favorite gaming moments last year, was a speedrunning related moment.
Oh, which one?
Someone was streaming Metal Gear Solid freaking games to stream. Metal Gear Solid, yeah, the
Right.
first one on PlayStation, where everyone found out who David Hayter is. That one.
Who's
David
what?
Hayter voiced Solid Snake.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the voice guy.
Yes,
What?
and
What happened with the thing? Go
so
ahead.
this female streamer was just casually streaming the game,
Mhm.
and she found a glitch.
Oh boy.
A
Let's go.
glitch, and it skipped like it saved, I think, upwards of like what, 8-12 minutes.
Oh my god, that's significant.
So she posted it on Twitter, and then her caption was really cool. I was like, looks like I beat you, speedrunners.
Let's go.
She's not even a speedrunner, but that was a good flex. And here's the thing.
That's great.
Because I
No,
did
that's
speedrun RE3 and RE2, I am part of the... Well, anyone can join it. But I'm part
Yeah.
of the speedruns.com Discord.
Yeah.
And I just saw a huge chunk of voice chat. They're just doing
boy.
nothing but Metal Gear Solid. I'm like, oh no.
I mean, discover a giant glitch
They
like
are
that.
trying to replicate it.
Yeah.
And I
Eight-
like how they actually... They call it...
I mean, an 8 to 12 minute save is
Yeah, it is.
Insanity.
And they still, no matter what version or variation of the skip is called, they named it after not her stream name, but she did mention, hey, if you're gonna call this something, just please call it this skip. And they call it
Wow.
that. I'm just like, wow.
wow.
You are, imagine being immortalized by that.
Yeah, that's cute. I mean, that's like a I think that's great. I love it when speedrunners find some crazy shit. It's
Yeah,
always
Could you imagine if you did like a 50-50 Oki setup and it's called the Mariva sweep?
I'd cry. I'd be like that would be like I'd be honored. I get it now.
If there's one thing that I do in Tekken a lot that maybe one day people will call it a kind of check, I'd call it the Yoko check.
Yo, nice.
What's a Yoko check? You check with a hop kick.
I hate it.
Or no, sorry. You check it with how many frames is Kazumi's DF2?
Enough.
No. Like, well, is it 15
I don't
frames?
remember.
Is it exactly 15 frames?
It feels slower, honestly. I feel like, but then I'd guess 15. Yeah.
Yeah, because anything launch punishable, I'm pretty sure that move will work.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I mean launch punishable, like I mean the standard DF2 launchers, you know.
Yeah. Aren't standard DF2 long? Oh, those are 15. Yeah.
Those are
It's hop
15
kicks that
frames.
hop kicks are 14, right?
Yeah, hop kicks are faster, but they're also like punishable on block.
Extremely
Extremely.
punishable. Yeah.
And the thing is, the only reason why Kazumi's is much more punishable is because it's a high crush. It's a high crush.
It's more punishable. The the like Shoryu.
the
Basically.
the Shoryu, but a tiger, not a dragon.
It's Shoryu. It's punishable because it's basically a Shoryu. You get launched in the air and you're
Really
like
high for big
it's-
damage, and it's a high
it's one
crush.
punishment from the rules,
So yeah,
and it's a high
if people were to if I were to call a check like a DF2 check a check, I'd call it the Yoko check.
I hate it. Of course you would.
I'd call it
Kitsu.
or the Kitsu check because Kitsune, you know, just
Yeah,
started
yeah.
the Kitsu check.
It's cute. It's cute. I take
Kitsu
it.
check.
I'd use it angrily and
It's like after like a 1-1 a jab check with a 1-1.
this fucker Kitsu
And then
checked me,
you
like,
just
you know.
DF2. I'd love that. I'd love
I
that.
hate it. I hate it already, just in principle.
In principle, because you did eat a lot of it during our first collab.
Ugh.
Ugh, you still dread it to this day.
I pretend it didn't. It never happened, chat.
Hmm.
It's a figment of your imagination.
And then let's see. Third favorite gaming moment for me was Yoshi P's apology for Endwalker in 2021.
What was the apology for again?
Okay, first off, Endwalker
So I
was
remember
supposed to
that.
release November 15, I think.
Yeah, I remember it got delayed. Yeah.
It got delayed by a good 2 weeks. No, sorry. It was supposed to release first was November 7. And they delayed it to like November 20 something.
Let's be real. Not terrible.
Not
That's not a
terrible.
terrible
And
delay.
then the last delay was like, okay, we have to delay it by 2 weeks. 2 weeks max. And
Again, not the worst.
Not
the
the
worst delay
worst.
I've ever seen.
yeah. Thing is, the second delay, which was from November 20 something to December 4, it was quite on short notice. Now here's
Yeah,
the thing. A lot of people, what they like to do is that they'll call a sick leave for games like this. And I'm pretty sure people, guys, there's nothing wrong with this. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm pretty sure some of you have called in a sick leave for Elden Ring. Okay, I know.
Oh, boy.
I have friends. When
Who've already in advance.
Yes, they have. They have. And because when they saw the pre-order on Steam, and they're like, oh, God, this game is probably gonna cost so much. And then I told them, dude, it only costs 2. Was it 2?
2K, yeah.
2K, 2K flat. They're like, what? Like, yeah, dude, 2K flat. It costs 2K flat. I'm buying this shit. I'm calling my sick leave. I'm like, okay, go ahead. So
I
yeah,
still haven't bought it.
I have friends who have bought the Elden Ring already. As much as I want to get, I plan to.
I plan to also. I haven't, but I haven't
Like,
yet.
as much as I want to get KOF 15,
You think you'll get Elden Ring first?
I think I'll get Elden Ring first.
Like
I really want to get back into KOF,
Yeah.
but because it looks really good now. Because not gonna lie, KOF 14 looks
50.
like stranger danger territory to me when it came to the character designs.
15 for 15?
14. It
Ah,
looked
14.
very weird.
15 looks great. On
15
the other
looks
hand.
great. That's why I'm like, okay.
Which is the point. Which is why everyone's excited.
Yeah.
You're like, who the fuck are these people? Yeah, it looked really weird. 14. They really fixed everything.
Yeah, dude. Did you see Geese in 14? I'm like, how does Tekken's Geese look way better than...
Tekken's Keys look fucking sick.
Yeah, Tekken's
He
Geese...
still looks sick.
Yeah, he still does. Tekken's
So-
Geese looks way better than KOF 14 Geese. I'm like, what? How is that allowed? Like, Akuma looks cool, but he looks just as cool in Street Fighter at the very least.
He wasn't like crazy.
Yeah,
like,
but
look-
how the hell does Geese in Tekken 7 look way better than KOF 14? Alright, because the models in KOF 14 were really fucking weird.
Yeah.
They were weird! But I'm
like,
glad...
yeah, there was a weird model
It was the
era
first.
around
It was
this.
the first time they dealt with 3D models, so...
Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
I'm glad
really
they
weren't
nailed it.
used
They
to
nailed it so hard from KOF 15. Like,
Yeah,
imagine
God,
if-
they all look good.
if KOF 14 was like level 1 in a hurdle, KOF 15 was like level 100 on the hurdle. They cleared that. They cleared that in spades.
Easy
But
money.
yeah, you see, Yoshi P a lot of
Oh yeah, I can
people
look at that.
called in sick leave, and this delay was called in like 2 weeks prior to the original release.
Mhm.
And in the live letter, he sincerely apologized. Like, he teared up, he bowed several times, and he was very remorseful.
Mhm.
And that in that time, people were already comparing him to Blizzard employees. How this is what we're asking for in Blizzard, because look, Warcraft is a very difficult game to fuck up. It has really nice world building, very compelling antagonists and protagonists, and overall the story just lends itself to really good writing. But
Yeah.
what it's lacking right now is a team that actually gives a shit. The
And less
leaders
sexual harassment.
and less sexual harassment. But the leaders of the current team behind World of Warcraft, they just don't give a shit about
Yeah.
the game. If they claim they do, I'm gonna pull a Blizzard on Blizzard. You think you do, but you don't. I need
I
to
feel like
see
all.
I need to see that these people actually give a shit, because I don't
I
see
feel like
any
all of Blizzard right now is in this weird moment of not caring about the games.
at all. And
Because all of upper management is currently terrified of like the government at the moment.
I
you know?
mentioned this to Dip and Blue during our episode of Shrine Talk, but look, you know how
Yeah.
bullshit game design is in World of Warcraft?
How bullshit.
Okay, let me compare. Do you know how long it takes to unlock flying in FF14?
No.
Just
how
finish
long?
the main story quest.
Right.
If you were to play FF14's main story quest in Endwalker for like 6 hours a day,
Mm-hmm.
you'd probably get it in 2 days.
Yeah.
3 days max. And it doesn't
I
feel
thought that.
grindy because you unlock it naturally. You don't have to do anything grindy in the game.
No, you don't. I mean, like, I'm not okay. I'm not done with Realm Reborn, but then it was still a very smooth experience.
Mm.
I could definitely see
In
myself
World of
finishing it if I
Warcraft,
like
you know how
tried.
long it takes to unlock flying?
Oh boy, how long? Does it take?
28 days.
Jesus.
Not calendar days
Christ.
even, Mariva. Not calendar days.
What? What's the difference?
Playtime.
Oh my God! You need to play. You need to play for 28 hours.
Days.
That's hell. 28 days.
Yes.
Why? To fly?
To fly.
What the fuck? I don't even have that much time on most of my games
It's
that I love.
bullshit. Or if it
Uh,
wasn't flying, it's just another main mechanic of the game. That's worse.
yeah,
Because at the very least, flying is not required. It's very convenient, but it's not required.
yeah.
I think this is for something even worse than flying. So even if I'm wrong, it will be worse if I'm wrong.
It doesn't get better.
It doesn't get
It's just-
better.
It's just better.
It's like, oh no, Yoko, it's wrong. It's not for flying, it's for legendaries. Dude, that's worse. I was hoping it was for flying, but it's worse. And I did the math.
It's like that. It's
Foxtrots,
like
I'll
that
do
meme.
quick math for you guys, okay?
It's like that meme where like Chidi in The Good Place is like, but you see how that's worse.
You see
Right?
how, yeah. Look, I did the math, alright? So, 28 days played, alright? Playtime, not calendar days.
Yeah.
Playtime, 28 days of playtime. You multiply that by 24 hours per day. That is, let's see, 28 times... I said 28, right?
Yeah.
28
What?
times... Yeah, 28. 28 days.
28 days. Yes.
24 hours per day. So 28 times 24, that's 560. 2, 3, 8, 112, 112, 560. That's 672 hours total. 672 hours total. If
I'm
you-
opening my Steam to see how many games I have.
if
that
you
many
play
hours
8
on.
hours per day, if you play 8 hours per day, you will need to play for 672, right? So that's 8,
Yeah.
64, 32, 84 days. You need to play 8 hours per day, 84 days.
One of the games I've played the most on my computer is Formula 1 2020. It came out 2 years ago. And I've played through an entire racing season, I think 3-4 times.
The most
I only have 192 hours on
The
it.
most I've played is Rainbow Six Siege, and I've played since Operation Health. I'm clocking it at 1,600 hours.
Tekken is the highest game on mine, and it's 1,100 hours. But
Nice.
that's understandable, but Tekken's already complete the moment you get
Yeah,
it.
it's
It's just
complete.
fighting.
It's just
It's
fighting.
just fighting, you
Yeah.
know. The length of it is just fighting new people and getting better at the game.
Like even the
I can't
grind,
imagine
even the grind for ranks doesn't feel like a grind because you're fighting
20
people, not the game.
28 hours of in-game playtime to unlock a
28
mechanic.
days.
28
You're being
days, I keep
very
forgetting.
optimistic.
Right. 28
Days.
days to unlock a base mechanic.
For a core, not base, core mechanic. It's
mechanic.
worse. Core.
Jesus Christ.
When I
Blizzard.
said legendaries, these are equipment that you need.
Oh no no.
Core.
No.
Core
Blizzard.
mechanics are just as core values. My god.
And this was before the sexual assault came out. This is just their game design philosophy.
But like,
It's not even like an
see,
ethical concern strictly.
Yoshi P cares about players' time. So when
Yeah,
he knew that players would call for sick leaves to play Endwalker. That's why he was so distraught on stream.
He was like, oh,
And
God
for
damn
those
it.
who don't
Poor
know
guy.
Japanese culture, it is in their culture to hide your emotions as best you can.
Oh yeah.
Yoshi P didn't. Because
cared.
he just wanted to be honest. His
Just gives a shit.
image to the players was more important than his image to like Japanese culture. Not to say that he doesn't give a crap, but he just cared more about how the players see him. To see him care that much is what really sold players to this day. Okay? Like in my opinion, the reason why people stay to play FF14, on top of FF14 being a very
A very good game.
A very good game, respects your time, casual hardcore, it's fine. It's Yoshi P. We can trust FF14 to be good for players because Yoshi P's behind it.
Honestly, like, that's like that's the irony with like Blizzard, because I was super into Overwatch when it was the Overwatch era,
Same.
and it was Jeff. Jeff was the reason why I trusted Overwatch for so long.
Okay.
Like I believed in this dude, like cared about the game and like was on talking a lot, and like we all made fun of him, but we all like actually trusted him to actually deliver something.
All right.
So when I heard he left, I lost all hope.
Yeah, same. Now look,
I was
last
like,
thing
bye.
about Yoshi P. I'm gonna
Yeah,
link
go
something on the chat. I want you guys to watch when you can. Okay, context. 2019, 2020 was not a good year for Yoshi P because he lost a really good friend to cancer at the time.
Oh.
Yeah. And you see, the Netflix series of FF14 was based on
There's a Netflix series.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
FF14 is a Netflix series. It's really cool. You should watch it.
Like a documentary of the like
No,
development.
not a documentary. Like an original series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's about a father trying to bond with. Oh no, sorry. It's about a son trying to bond with his father, and he uses FF14 to do that.
Oh no, I've heard about this. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah. I heard it's nice.
So or was it the other way around? Anyway, it's about father and son bonding through FF14. Now,
Gotta love it.
one of the people behind that project, if I'm not mistaken, was Yoshi P's best friend, and that best friend did pass away due to cancer. He was very distraught by that.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Then in 2020,
yes.
sorry, I'm just thinking about it.
Oh,
Gave me
okay.
goosebumps. Okay. In 2020, not just Yoshi P, but the FF14 community nearly lost someone very loved by the community.
Uh-huh.
And that person is Masayoshi Soken. Soken is the music composer for FF14. And Foxtrots, Sunbathers, you know how I will never shut up about music in FF14.
Oh yeah.
I worship Soken as the best game music composer ever. You can say that's overrated or there's better. I respect that, but for me, he is the best. Okay.
Right.
Just for me, he's number one. We nearly lost him to cancer because he was fighting cancer. We did not know this. And in the whole team of the F14 developers, only 2 people knew. Only Naoki Yoshida, that's Yoshi P, and Christopher Koji Fox, the chief, the head of the localization team, and also a really close friend of Yoshi P. Only 2 of them knew that he was fighting cancer.
Sheesh.
That's why one of the songs in FF14, which I will also link in the chat
Go ahead.
right now, To the Edge, one of the best songs you'll ever hear in a video game. Soken wrote this while he was fighting cancer in the hospital.
Damn.
He composed this while he was in the hospital. And Yoshi P even said that the reason why he was able to do that is because he asked my permission to. Because Soken said that if I'm not doing anything, I might give up all hope. So I need to keep doing something so I have something to look forward to every day.
Yeah.
And that's why that song now, a lot of people, because when we first heard it, we're like, oh my god, this is the best song that Soken has ever made. And then we learned recently that he was fighting cancer while composing it. We were like, oh shit, this song has new meaning now.
It's even better.
So yeah, and you see, like,
yeah.
you can see that Yoshi P really cares about his team and everyone involved, even us players. That's why he cares so much, and that's why he gets quite emotional whenever something goes wrong. And if you follow FF14 news, Yoshi P's policy is transparency. he will go out of his way to explain, okay, why are the servers crap and what are we doing to solve this?
Sorry, our CEO is using all our bandwidth space for NFTs.
My god. But yeah, like,
It's the future, and it's the future.
anyone who says that can fuck off. Alright. But yeah, those are my best moments in gaming in 2021. Like,
Love it. Yoko NFT one.
never. You'll soon watch me main a male character in Tekken before you see me in an NFT.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
I'm serious.
None fuck potatoes.
None.
Tangin na dip. You know what's convenient about that? You can also say non-fuckable titas.
Yeah. We're representing all sides.
Representing. Yes.
Let's go. That's me. Not.
All right. What, in your opinion, is the worst gaming-related moments in 2021?
You see, this is where the Blizzard part should have.
Yeah, I'm gonna be with you on this one. So we're gonna tag team against Blizzard. All right, let's go.
Let's. I'm cracking my knuckles. Let's get into this a little bit.
All right, go ahead.
Just like like right away from the surface, the moment I found out how deep the bullshit was at Activision Blizzard, I was like, yo, they need to arrest everybody who was in like the upper management.
Totally.
Let
Starting
this
with
happen.
the CEO, for fuck's sake.
Starting with Kotick and everybody else underneath him that enabled it at all.
Yeah.
All of them jail, all of them jail. It's terrible. Imagine, man, it's just crazy.
Don't forget, guys, that someone did commit suicide because of sexual
harassment. Somebody actually died straight up.
Yep.
Which is like, at that point,
Blizzard is downplaying it. They are actually downplaying it.
It was just a minor suicide.
They said that the suicide has no relation with the condition of the company, and that's an isolated case. I'm like, bullshit. She was on a company trip. Bullshit. That was them. I mean, and it's just like, every step from the jocks who worked there up to the HR who let it happen, they're all culpable, if you ask me. And so kudos to all of the brave Blizzard workers who are now unionizing and working together to do something about their company. Because again, we this is something we always talk about when Blizzard comes up, but I've loved Blizzard games so much, So I've had a lot of happy memories. I made lots of new friends from Overwatch, and I'm sure lots of people have made even deeper connections because of WoW and stuff, of course. So it's just so irritating again to hear this sort of stuff happening. And for what? It doesn't make the games better. It makes them worse, even, honestly, because I don't want to play them if I'm hearing about this is what the conditions were in order to make these games. And I remember this meme of I want worse games with worse graphics to be made by people who are paid more. I'd rather that than people being put under crunch and harassed at work to get me perfect polish. I don't give a shit about polish if you've practically tortured your people into making your games. I'm not for that, baby. That is not my deal. It
That's
just
why I've been
feels so wrong that amidst all of these lawsuits, they are still even doing anything to their games.
That too. It's what's their excuse isn't even
let's forget about the lawsuit. We're still gonna make games.
We're developing, but
no.
You're not even making the games good.
Not just
there
that.
isn't even a good side to
the
it.
ones who stayed to make your games, I'm pretty sure a lot of them are even reluctant.
Yeah, no, they don't care. At this point, I bet a lot of the upper management don't give a shit about the games and are just trying to.
Not upper management, but in general, there's only two types of Blizzard employees right now: the ones that are forced or reluctantly working because it's their only livelihood, or the douchebags that really don't care about anything else but making money. I don't see any other group of Blizzard employees because the rest left.
Yeah, or the one, yeah, and then they're the ones on strike and stuff, and it's like, yo, what do you like? There's like who's still at Blizzard who wants to actually make games there? I doubt much of them actually care about it right now. I mean, if I worked at well, no, I'd have left already if I were there. But it's just like imagining, like, yeah, what you have to subject yourself to just to like make video games. You don't have to. Go somewhere else, not Blizzard. Which is again sucky because I really like Overwatch, and even if it was kind of irritating near the like end of its life cycle, I was still kind of looking forward to the sequel, and now I'm not really, and it's like they don't have to do why are there so many jerks who work in video games? Riot's also pretty bad too. It's just like I try to tell myself that it's just a massive company thing, and like people tend to suck when they have like high amounts of power like this. But like video games just seem to attract really bad
the
people.
funny thing, like again, I'm not defending Riot because I play Valorant, but I just compared the two, and I'm like, you see how Riot was just like, okay, we'll pay.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
they were just like, look, we just want to get rid of it.
We'll settle. Meanwhile, like, Bobby is just like, we are trying our best. If you think we're not, then you don't give a shit about this company.
Bullshit. Resign. Resign, Kodak. Resign.
Get the fuck out of the company, then we'll give a shit about Blizzard.
Yeah.
And Activision.
And then we can start talking about like fixing it, right?
And I guess it started tangents to one of my favorite moments of gaming in 2021, where Sony and Microsoft was just like, yeah, fuck Activision Blizzard.
Let's go.
They were reconsidering their, like, they started, like, Activision Blizzard already started losing sponsors.
Yeah.
Like, and then it just snowballed from there. And then Sony and Microsoft was like, Microsoft, I know you and I have had our differences over the years, but it's time we banded towards a common enemy. Oh my god. What is it?
Blizzard.
Activision Blizzard.
It's fucking Blizzard, baby.
Right. There's nothing different about Halo and Uncharted, Last of Us 2 and Gears of War. It doesn't matter.
Hey, those are they are pretty.
You know how hard that was to come up with another Xbox exclusive other than Halo.
Hey, pretty good though. No, good job, bro. Respect. Gears of War is a good comparison.
Yeah, but I'm just like, oh my god, like the fact that both of them are like, yeah, we'll talk shit about the same company. Screw it.
Yeah.
And look, this is bad for Activision in particular. Although it's an FPS, do you know where most of the sales of Call of Duty comes from? From PlayStation consoles.
Yep.
So if
because
Sony decides,
that's their thing.
If Sony decides, and they can, if they decide to, we're not distributing your game on our platform, look somewhere else. That's a huge chunk of their money gone.
The money.
Yep, money's gone after that. So that's
well, they deserve it.
They do.
Basically. And it's just so annoying. I just want to, it's like a lot of people are gonna say some shit like, oh, come on, I just want to play the video games, but then these are the people who make the video game.
Can you really play the games with a conscience?
Yeah, and you give a shit. You give a shit about the people who make your games. I give a shit about the people who make my food, and I give a shit about the people who pick up garbage and stuff. You want them to have good lives.
Yes.
It's the same thing with video games. You want the people who make video games to have good lives, and the more it seems to come out, they're not getting great lives unless they're indie. So it's really annoying finding out about the darkness of working conditions in the gaming industry, the fucking gaming industry.
All right, let's see. I have two or three of my worst moments of 2021.
Yeah, go ahead.
And for you Genshin Impact players, yes, one of them is indeed related to Genshin Impact.
Genshin
Impact.
Genshin.
And it's not even because it was awarded Mobile Game of the Year. No, it definitely earned that title.
Oh,
Because
come on.
look,
There weren't even other good mobile
look,
games on that level.
this is one thing I'll give props to Genshin Impact. If there's one thing I hate about mobile games, and even like gacha games in general, a lot of them are auto games. When I say auto games, there's a button called auto, and that's it. You just click and then that's it. The game will just play itself. Like,
I
what
sure
the
love
fuck?
watching my game happen.
Yeah, like okay, I thought I was playing the game.
What gave you that impression?
Yeah, but
You're
at least Genshin Impact is a very active game where you actually
Yeah.
play the game. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah, it's not even the fact that it won Game of the Year, Mobile Game of the Year that made me pissed about Genshin Impact. No,
Genshin.
it was the fact that, again, you might call it petty or nitpicking, but hey, it's something that's not just me who's talking about it.
If you vibe, dude.
I'm
like,
talking
take that.
about Arataki Ito's design,
Ah!
and you guys
We
saw
were-
my. You
we
guys
were
saw my melt.
denied!
You guys saw my meltdown in one of my Genshin Impact streams. So yes, you guys
We
know what I'm
were
talking about, but I'll
denied.
reiterate the TLDR version. Okay.
Where is the himbo I was promised?
I get that Genshin Impact is like our characters have to be waifu and husband material. And hello, Tia. Hello. What were you up to?
If they want- they
Dead by
can-
Daylight. Dead by Daylight yet again. Got Dead by Daylight streamer in the chat. Hello. Let's go. Okay.
Why didn't they make him buffer in Ari? Why didn't they do it?
I know. Look.
Why didn't they do it?
So
That's all I
in Genshin Impact, honestly, I really hate how the male characters in particular,
wanted. Twinks.
twinks.
All of them.
And the worst part was that when they showed Thoma the first time, I'm like, isn't this just a color swap child? And on closer inspection, I was right. Even the
funny.
angle of the eyes, and for those who've done art, you know how important eyes are when drawing a character. They are
They're
the
arguably
first-
some of the most important.
It's one of the first things that people will notice. Even for someone with big boobas like Baiken, her eyes have a very distinct characteristic. They're very sharp. They've seen
Dude,
shit. It's pink.
It's her whole vibe, dude.
It's her vibe.
That's where the character is in the eyes.
Exactly. And I checked the eyes of Child and Thoma. The angling of the eyes is the same.
Jeez.
Size is the same. The only thing different is the color.
Color
But it may as
swap,
well be the same color. It's the same. So that's one strike, lazy. Number 2, Arataki Ito was such a big strike that it's 2 strikes. So yeah, out. What happened? Okay, look. Arataki Ito was like lore-wise, he's an Oni, and we're like, oh, he's a big boy then. He's a big boy. I don't expect him to be big like Potemkin or Tager, no. But
You want him to be
I
a
want
bit. You
him
want him
to
to have
be-
some meat on his
I
bones.
don't expect him to be like Kai Kisk. I expect him to be big, like maybe if not Soul Bad Guy, maybe Nago sized at least.
I was thinking Leo, dude.
Or Leo, yeah. Look, I would settle.
Leo Nago, yeah, Leo
I
Nago.
would like best result is Leo Nago, but I would even settle at the very least for Soul Bad Guy, cause I mean Soul is ripped. He's big.
Yeah, exactly.
He has 3 trunks for arms and legs.
And
At
instead,
least. But like again, worst case scenario, but I'll even accept it, is if he was the same size of Soul Bad Guy. But best result for me is if he was as big as like say Nago or Leo. That would be great.
oh, a Nago sized
Yeah.
Ito.
But then
That'd be
Oh, wait.
nice.
Inari, love you. Love you too, Tia. Okay, thanks for the lurk. Instead, when he was revealed, I'm like, okay, that's the splash art, but what's his model? Then we saw his model. Dude, he is literally the same size as Chongli.
Twink.
I'm like, what?
Not
Why?
this man.
He's an Oni. He's big. And I'm like, look, this isn't the first time they've reused models. Like, Mihoyo, I don't mind reusing models because that's just
Same.
efficiency. You want to
Sure,
save
yeah.
money? Yeah, go ahead.
But my god, the
But you-
texturing.
First off, three things. You have no excuse. The budget is not an excuse.
No way, dude.
Per banner, you
Dude.
earn millions of dollars per banner. Banner.
They make so much money. MiHoYo is like bumping. They have one of the most high earning
Profitable,
games
yeah, exactly.
in like the gaming world right now. You can't say it's budget.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't Klee's rerun ban? No, I think Klee's first banner was it like $22 million just for one freaking banner?
I don't know. I don't know anything about this. You go ahead.
Yeah, but basically a shit ton of money.
Yeah, a lot of money.
And you're telling me that, okay, like fine, okay, given like you can't say that budget is an excuse, okay? That's one. Number two, look, you reuse models, okay, but there is a way to do that properly. You could have just gotten the models of the Fatway boys, and no, not the chunk boys, but like, you know, the hammer wielding and the fist wielding Fatway boys, the ones that punch and the ones that wield a hammer. They are big, they are tall and buff, and they have a dump. Okay, they are thick, they are big. They're not chunky, but they're thick, buff, and ripped. They could have just reused that model, that skeleton, whatever, and then just make it Ikemen as fuck. That would have worked.
They're
and you're telling me that this twink is a himbo oni?
Nah.
He looks neither. He looks like a human that just put on horns on his face and spray on abs.
That ain't a himbo.
That ain't a himbo, and that's not an oni.
That ain't a himbo.
That is not an oni.
If he ain't big, ain't a himbo.
That's
the rule.
God,
that's the law.
You see, I wasn't even planning to roll on that banner, but I was so disappointed, to say the least, that I skipped like 2 banners worth of patches. I'm like, I was just like, I don't want to play this game. I'm losing my taste for it. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to stay away from this game, or else I'll quit it altogether. I'm like, okay, yeah, fuck it.
I literally saw porn where Ito was better designed than in the actual game.
Jesus Christ. Alright, that's one moment that
at least there's one thing I can say about Overwatch is that they had better modeling than the porn of Overwatch, which I cannot say about Genshin.
Alright. Number 2 really bad moment in 2021 for me was funny. It happened in TGA. When they announced, now again, don't dogpile on me yet, I'll explain. When they announced Dream as Content Creator of the Year, I'm like,
oh, Dream.
Look, it's not that I don't hate Minecraft. It's not that I don't hate Dream either. I don't watch his content, but I do know that a lot of people who do watch his content on the side, not even his main fan base, he is a pretty funny content creator. He is a good content creator.
Lamau.
But here's the problem. His big cheating scandal last year was a big drama. A bad one. A really, really bad one.
Especially as a speedrunner.
Yes. Like, here's the thing.
Your voice changed when you said that.
It doesn't matter.
I felt it.
What?
I don't know, something happened with your mic and your voice changed when you said yes, and I felt it like in my bones.
Well, either way, look. Regardless of the result was obvious. Whether it was intentional or accidental, it doesn't matter. His game was modded, which means that it was cheating. Now, the thing that you could have done was at least like just be honest. I didn't expect mods to be installed. I was completely unaware, blah blah blah. Worst thing is that he lied left and right. And if you want a video that covers that really well, I will direct you guys to the absolute legend, Carl Jobst. Right? Watch his video about the whole Dream scandal. Okay, look. Basically, Dream has this bad rep about being a liar. And here's the thing. He's a very creative liar. It's the worst kind, okay? An example. I would be lying if I said I don't find Mariva hot. That is straight up lie.
It's a lie if anybody says it.
It's a lie. If anyone says it, like you can't not look at Mariva and not think she's hot.
That was the point after all. But yeah, go on.
Okay. But it would be a lie if I said that no one finds her hot because one person said he doesn't find her hot.
Hey, that was
See that creative lie I just made? I'm not wrong, but I'm not right either.
right,
Why?
right.
Because one opinion became everyone's opinion. Now that kind of lie is the lies that Dream had all over the place. So let's say one member of the moderation team thought that his run was legit. Dream will say members, plural, members of the moderation team thought that blah 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah,
Creative
blah,
lie. That's just one. Another. This Harvard astrophysicist that he hired to break down the math of his run. He lied about that too. The paper was supposed to say that this has no outside influence. Wrong. Outside influence means that everything that's in this information is coming from you. You alone. Your research, your investigation, blah blah blah. Dream was feeding this person information. And this person doesn't even know anything about speedrunning or Minecraft.
Oh boy.
What the
Oh,
heck?
boy.
And worst thing is that, okay, all these lies, blah blah blah, he did apologize for it, yeah, okay. Here's the thing, the damage done is not even the drama itself, it's the drama outside the whole situation. Dream has such a big fan base. To call it a big fan base even is an understatement in my
Oh
opinion.
boy,
okay?
he's got the fan base on.
Yes, he has. They're practically a cult. If you were to say I don't like Dream, prepare to get like,
Where the dream stands at.
yeah, they'll raise their pitchforks and call you insults. Okay?
Yes.
A lot of people who are like, but guys, the evidence is so obvious. We're seeing evidence of the game being modded. We're not even saying that Dream did this intentionally. We're just saying that the game is modded. And we're just asking him if, did you know it was modded? Did you mod it? Like, we're still going to strip your record from the speedrunning database because your run is
Modded. It's a modded run.
It's an illegitimate run. But like, we won't take that against you because like, if especially in your case, like, you weren't aware because the one you hired for the mod, you didn't even tell them to raise the drop rates or anything, but they did anyway. So it's not completely your fault. But if you just came clean, we wouldn't have had this. But because he lied, his fan base believed the lie. And they did things to people that were on the side of, yeah, this game is modded, Dream cheated. Death threats, DDoS, like, oh my god. It was just really, really bad. It was just very, very bad. And you gave this guy Content Creator of the Year. So the message is, and by the off chance that someone who knows Geoff Keighley is watching this, look, I don't hate the man. I like the fact that the man at the start of the Game Awards even said, like, vote with your dollars. He was referring to the whole Activision Blizzard lawsuit. Because I'm just like, vote with your dollars. I'm like, oh, I like that quote. Because basically, if you want your message to mean anything, use your money. Which means that, oh, you want Blizzard to really know that, yeah, your allegations, your lawsuits, is enough to make us go away from your games. How? Look how poor the sales of Vanguard is compared to the previous titles. It's bad.
Bad.
So anyhow...
Vanguard Blizzard? Wow?
Yeah, Blizzard. If I say Blizzard, it means Activision. If I say Activision... Oh, sorry. If I say Blizzard or Activision, it means both. as
Yeah.
an entity.
They're the
But
same
yeah,
company.
the sales for COD in particular was very bad.
Hmm.
And they've been losing subscribers in WoW in droves. So yeah, people are indeed letting their voice known with their dollars. They're spending it elsewhere. F14. But yeah, look, I don't hate Geoff Keighley, but my God, I do not agree with with the decision. It's probably not his decision. It's the decision of the committee behind the votes. I do not agree with them giving Dream the award because I'm like, your message is that doesn't matter that I had a cheating allegation and I had a huge drama out of it. I was the rising star of the year 2020 with so much growth on YouTube, so much videos and whatnot, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's all you guys care about. You don't care about the integrity that
Nah,
he
they don't.
basically just that he just ruined in Minecraft speedrunning. Okay. I'm like, oh, okay.
Controversy is content. He won Content Creator of the Year. I mean,
And that son of a bitch wasn't even directed at the Dream, by the way. That's just like, god damn it.
just in general.
In general. Alright. Third worst moment in gaming 2021 was the whole NFT trend. Max Dude needs
Trust
to be at
me,
least
it was
nominated for Content Creator of the Year. Ah, yes. I'm mentioning him in 2022.
Max.
In the 2022 segment of
Max,
this talk.
Max, Super Max, Max,
Alright.
Super Max.
But yeah, the whole
NFT
NFT trend in 2021 was, my god, that was
as an
bad.
artist also, you know, that shit's a scam.
Yeah, but first off, like, I'm not even gonna explain how NFTs work. I trust you, Foxtrots and Sunbathers, to do reliable research on that.
It's bullshit. That's how it
But
works.
it's bullshit. Anyhow, here's the thing. I'm very open-minded. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Now, if people are to say NFTs are the future, now it's not a good time to say it because all you have is bad rep. If in the year 2000 people were saying DLCs and microtransactions are the future, people will be rightfully mad. But nowadays
They were the future, but nobody likes it still.
Yeah,
it's not like it's better.
It's not like it's better, but at least it's not as hated as it was because developers now know how not to do DLCs and how to do DLCs. Two polarizing examples. Remember Asura's Wrath? The true ending was DLC locked.
Yeah, fuck that.
And here's the worst part. It's in the CD. It's in the CD. It's only code locked. It's code locked.
I love code lock, baby.
The true ending is already built in the game. It's in the game.
Buy it.
You just have to buy a code that says, okay, you can see it. What the fuck? That's why Capcom had a reputation for being Crapcom, in my opinion. They still are Crapcom, in my opinion.
But no, they haven't like fully recovered.
I don't think they're not as bad as Crapcom of the past, but they are slowly getting back there, which I'm very worried. Hopefully they don't. Anyway,
the thing with NFTs, and the thing that I always think about when it comes to its implementation in gaming,
yes,
right? Well, actually, before we even get to the gaming part, I want to talk about like its implementation in art.
Go ahead.
Which seems to be which is its most like known thing now, and like I think the thing about it that's not good. Let's just put to the side first the environmental impacts. And
that's obvious already.
The silicon shortages, especially for consumers, like all the normal bad stuff, right?
Yeah, that's a given. So
all of those givens. Let's put that to the side first because we know that sucks. And like honestly, if it was just about that, it would already be enough for me to be like, this is bullshit and don't care about it. But on like one level deeper than that, what does NFTing do to art apart from commercialize it even more than it had to be? Because what it seems to me is that what the NFT people are trying to do to art via NFTs is to kind of create this same sort of like art market that already exists for like fine art in
Mm.
like auction houses, right?
Mm.
They want to be able to monetize it on that same level, even if it's digital.
Yeah.
And let's say it actually worked, like, because right now you can make arguments that it's like actually not, like it's not actually the thing you're buying, or that it's not, you're just buying a hyperlink, which is stupid too, right?
Mm.
So let's put that to the side too. Jesus Christ, just to argue certain things about NFTs, you already have to put like 50,000 issues to decide. But yeah, let's I'm ignoring that first, just to go on about why are we trying to emulate like the art auction market anyway? Like, why is this a good thing? If you ask me, the only thing that like what does it do for art? It doesn't really make art more creative.
No,
In fact, I'd say it makes it less creative.
it's the
Because
opposite. Because they're basically lines in the code that you can just jumble up. Those
and
character
it's
creations that have a randomize button? That's
yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, that too. And it's like, what is it? What kind of art are you trying to get out of NFTs?
They even
Like,
look
even
like
if
shit. They even look like
like
shit.
even if
That's
they're
the worst part.
even if they're the like, there are like some anime like art people who are really talented who got sucked into it and they made NFT art, whatever.
Mm,
And like those look good, but then what's the point aside from it being like another way to launder money, another way to,
yeah.
another way to like just kind of like hyper monetize something that didn't have to be, right? Because I think the thing that the bad thing NFTs do more than anything else is that it just kind of like desensitizes us to making everything a monetizable product when it doesn't have to be.
Mm,
I think what makes internet art great is this idea of like communicating directly with artists, getting drawings of whatever you want specifically, and
mm.
getting that delivered to you, and like that you own it because everyone knows you own it, right? And we all respect it. There's like this genuine respect amongst like people who like art stuff online. That's how we know, right? So then these guys come in who don't give a shit about art, by the way,
Yeah.
and their entire thing is like, oh, we're trying to just make it easier to know who owns what, right? And I'm like, no, you don't care about making it so we know who owns what. We already know who owns what. We already respect that when it happens. What you want to do is you want to make it easier to financialize art on the internet, so that
Yeah.
you can sell it and profit off of the art
without
easier.
without even needing a legal process.
Yeah, without yeah, exactly. And it's all like anonymous, and it's
Mm.
all deregulated, which is always what these finance bros want. They don't want the regulation. They don't want to be watched over. They want to
Yeah,
sell
they
things
don't want
for
the red tape.
they don't want the red tape. They don't want the taxes. That's what they want to do to art. They don't see art as art. They see art as just another financial product. Which is why NFTs look like that, because that's like it's like a concrete version of what their view of art is. As it's a mass-produced thing that you can give a value to and show off.
And
You know,
mm,
they're not interested in these monkeys because they're pretty or anything like that. The thing that they care about more than anything is the fact that it has a financial value that they can assert.
a financial
And
value that doesn't really exist in the first
that
place.
doesn't even really exist. They just kind of said it. This shit's gonna crash. This shit's gonna crash and burn when it does.
Yeah.
If you like Beanie Babies and shit.
But yeah, it's
Like,
funny.
we've seen this
Even
before.
even people who are into crypto think that NFT is a piece of shit.
Exactly. They know it's bullshit.
compare-
And the reason why the game companies are getting into it now is because it's making money and they want to get in on it before it all falls apart.
Yeah, but
That's
see,
the only
yeah,
reason.
like again, let me compare the concept behind the concept of NFTs and the concept behind the concept of DLCs.
Yeah.
One of the worst DLCs before, which is the infamous horse armor in Oblivion.
Oh boy, horse armor. I remember the horse armor.
Yeah, that was very much hated. But people still bought it anyway because the concept behind the concept was interesting, where you're adding something in the game beyond its release.
Yeah.
Like, it is an interesting concept. Now, obviously, companies have done it right and wrong. I mentioned Capcom as an example. That's one. Square Enix also with FF15. That's another one. Some companies, however, have done it right. Look at The Witcher 3. A lot of the cosmetic DLCs, those are free.
Yeah.
A lot of the paid DLCs, which are the expansions, Heart of Stone, Blood and Wine, they do not complete the game. The base game is already complete without it. They just add more.
I've heard lots of good things about.
Like if you were to compare it to like a set meal in a Jollibee or McDonald's, basically your main order is like the burger with everything in it and a drink, and then the DLCs are like, you want extra fries with that?
You want fries with that?
You want an ice cream with that? Those are DLCs. Even without the fries and the ice cream, you'll still say, yep, I had a very satisfying meal. But back then, DLCs, how they were treated is like, oh, here's your burger. It's just bun and the meat though. You want cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, and whatnot, you need to pay extra for that.
Yeah.
That was DLC practice back then. And even some DLCs nowadays feel like that as well. So, and that it's been over a decade since DLCs were introduced, and people are still not 100% behind them. If anything, they know that DLCs are inevitable in a lot of games. They just demand developers to do it right. Because
if
whenever
I'm gonna have shit, I might as well have it like be done okay.
Yes, and
in a way that doesn't 100%.
Even the discourse between look at Tekken 7 DLC characters. As much as I love the characters that were released, I feel like the original cast should not have been DLC. Armor King, Leo, not Leo, sorry, Lei, Anna, Julia,
they should have been there from the start.
They should have been available from the start. The DLCs I'd accept are the new ones like Fakumram, Leroy, hell, even the guest characters, because they are guest characters. I would accept that as DLC. So see, even until now, companies can't make perfect DLC. Now, with NFTs, again, I'm still very open-minded. I don't see how this can benefit any industry, be it art, gaming, music, whatever. I see no benefit yet. But if somehow they can make it work in a very positive way, without that much compromise to other things like environment, parts, etc.
That's a big ask.
Okay, it is a big ask, but again, I'm just very open-minded with a hint of copium, I guess.
Hint of copium, yeah.
Hint of copium, okay? Look, I'm not like again, concepts like this, like just the concept of play to earn. Like I can't deny that is compelling. If I can like actively play a game to earn money, that's an interesting opportunity. But if the sole purpose of a game is to earn, then I'm against it. Do you get the difference?
That's the problem, because every game that's experimented with NFTs so far has just become that. They've just become like jobs you can do.
They are badly designed games designed only for money. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Now there are ways you can earn with game. There are ways you can earn money with games nowadays, but they're not designed to just earn money. Like for example, I guess a lot of them bend TOS rules, so I'm not gonna mention them here. But I'm pretty sure a lot of you know, like some of the practices that I'm talking about, like selling accounts in multiplayer games. That's something.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are definitely illegal, and I do not endorse it. But I am fully aware that they do exist. I'm still
but account selling, it's just like you don't need an NFT to like do that.
Hello,
you can just do that.
But yeah, like I just don't like the fact that again, I am open to the idea of earning money, playing games to earn money. But if a sole purpose of a game is to earn money, then I am out.
Yeah.
Because I am still behind the philosophy of gaming from Nintendo's point of view. Games are supposed to be fun.
Games are an entertainment experience.
Hey, if I can earn money somehow just by playing Guilty Gear Strive, I'd do it.
But that's a different vibe.
That's a different vibe. But
it's
look,
just like playing a fighting game making me money. Okay, maybe.
but look, like, is the game fun? Is Strive fun? Yes. Does it look great? Yes. Does it play well? Yes, it does. But if you were to design a game for the sole purpose of making money, I'll bet your ass developers are going to cut corners whenever they can. Yeah, we don't need the best netcode. We don't need the best character models. We don't need the smoothest gameplay. People just need to play this just to earn money. See, that is what I am against.
That is generally my fear, because I think if you can make it so that games can like give you money like that, right? Then most of the major companies, if they can earn off of it the same way they do now, they'll just say, we don't need to make quality video games.
Yeah,
because
that's the thing that I'm also worried about.
That's not their priority.
I'm thinking about the long term here.
Yeah.
Like long term,
that's not the priority.
Does NFTs have a future? In the current state it is in, not likely. Not even close.
Because it's that same thing. It's like, these are companies. They're what they want to do in the end of the day most of the time is make money. And so if they can find a way to make money off a worse designed game that people will just play anyway because they need it to make money off of, then they're gonna make a sucky game.
Yeah, I still remember the thing.
Like 10 times out of 10.
And again, this stretches into 2022 territory, but it's still NFT trend, so I'll count it. I still don't like two particular takes on NFTs. One of them was from Square Enix. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you heard that, but I do not like one particular line that they said. They just didn't have the balls to say it, but they should have just said it anyway. People who play the game for fun are the reason why games have no future.
They basically said that, yeah.
Yeah, they basically said that. They just don't have the balls to say it, so fuck you.
They're basically like, there are lots of people who don't want to have fun. Some people just want to make money.
Yeah, pieces of shit.
And he was basically like, that's who I want to cater to more in the future. Is people who don't care about fun. They just like, these people, they just want to make money. They're willing to put money into our thing. That's who I like. I like those people.
Yeah.
Who wants to have fun playing video games?
Another one in 2022. This one kind of broke my heart, not gonna lie.
For next year?
It happened this year.
Okay.
Like literally like a week ago or a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now these two aren't my favorite members in the industry, but I do hold them in high. Let me correct myself. I held them in high regard. Yes, past tense. Gotta get me from saying this.
Do it.
Troy Baker and Tara Strong were endorsing voice NFTs. I'm like,
yes!
What?
Oh god!
Of all people, Troy Baker and Tara Strong, really?
Can we also just talk about the fact that they're talking about voice NFTs, which are AI?
I'm like,
and like the whole product they're developing is
like, here's the thing. Long run, do they even realize what they are endorsing?
No.
No, they don't. You know why? Look, if Vault,
stolen AI,
I'll use Vault as an example. Okay, look, Vault has a very nice voice. Okay, I'm sure everyone agrees Vault has a very nice voice.
I'd make out with that voice, yeah.
If he were to, somebody clip that, please, clip that. I don't want to be the only one embarrassed.
Oh god damn it!
Clip that.
Let me be down bad for Vault sometimes. Come on.
I don't want to be the only one embarrassed in this chat, and most importantly, it's my shrine talk. My guest needs to be embarrassed as well. Somebody clip that. Thank you. Mariva saying I'd make out with that voice. Right? Exactly.
I would. I'm not ashamed.
Yes. Now look. Let's say Vault takes his voice acting talents and wants to apply for the voice acting industry.
Yeah.
Okay, be it in games, anime, whatever, doesn't matter. The man,
you know he could do it.
He could do it. I'm 110% behind it. He can do it.
He could do it.
I mean, he does like storytelling streams for obvious reasons. He has a very talented voice, and his viewers love it.
Oh, I know about the storytelling streams. Yes.
Now, with NFT AIs, do you think he has a chance? No. You know why? Who the hell knows Vault? No one. No one knows Vault, so why would they hire Vault? They'll just get the NFT, the voice NFT of someone like Troy Baker or Tara Strong instead.
Everyone knows Troy Baker.
Everyone knows Troy Baker. Everyone knows Tara Strong. Exactly. See, like, that's the problem. You are killing the industry. There won't be any growth.
They're killing their own industry, which
They're
is
killing their own
really.
industry. No one will bother trying to be an aspiring voice actor because what's the point? Everything is just AI generated. So imagine if you could just AI create, I don't know, even, oh my god, it just came to mind. Could you imagine if you could actually NFT an esports player?
Mm-hmm.
Because
like,
actions,
their
because
ability to play.
you think about it.
Yeah.
The way a person plays is erratic, but it still runs in code. It still runs in code. The translation is just the human part. But the computer of the coding of the game translates that into inputs.
You could totally make like
You could totally make an NFT of Daigo, Justin Wong, Punk,
of how they play the
Nobi, Ni, JDCR.
And of how they fight.
Of how they fight.
Yeah.
What chance do we and Mari have? And why would Ni and JDCR even bother joining esports tournaments anymore? I know it's a very
really
bad,
bad.
like, just the ramifications of the action is what I'm thinking here, is my point.
That's the thing that always got me about when NFT people would describe what they could do for video games, right? And the thing they always talk about is like, oh, you could make this really powerful weapon and then you could sell that weapon because it's super strong, right? And it would be like a legitimate like business money transaction. You can make real money off your video game weapon. And I'm like, this is just encouraging people to pay their way to winning again, which is a thing we've already fought and won over in most cases. And they basically are like, let's bring that back, but worse.
Oh, worse. Now,
And it's just like, nobody wants this. Nobody wants that NFT boy. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants play to win again. It wasn't. Nobody cared. Nobody wants it back, even if it uses your fucking blockchain. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Now, is there anything in 20? Those are my worst moments for it in gaming related moments in 2021. How about you? Do you have any
more on top of those?
Any more on top of those? I'm pretty sure there were some that we missed.
I kind of mostly agree. Like, yeah, for me, the Blizzard shit was like top of my head. And the NFT shit was definitely stuff I thought about a lot in like angrily by myself, just in my room. But yeah, it's been a wild year. It's been certainly been a time, you know, especially since I started being a VTuber. And like a bunch of shit happened at the same time. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy
that's been
time.
a wild year. I think without VTubing, I would have gone insane last year. Honestly.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, that's why I'd like to reach out to the Foxtrots and the Sunbathers in the chat and give you all a hug. Thank you.
Let's hug everybody. Hug, hug, hug.
Yes. Well, I'll give a hug to my guest here, and I'll symbolize that as Oh wait, Mariva, can you say something in chat? Anything?
Hello. Hello.
Okay. Like, me hugging Mariva, this will symbolize me hugging the Sunbathers as well.
Everybody. Yay.
Yeah. Could you give my Foxtrots a hug? I'm pretty sure they'd go down.
Okay, I'll hug a Nari.
There we go.
Yay, big hugs, everybody. We did it.
Our communities definitely helped us get through, and not to flex or anything, but I'm pretty sure our streams also helped you guys get through 2021.
I think some people had fun on my
I'd like to also shout. Don't worry, this talk is not yet over, but I'm just taking this chance while I can. I'd like to extend a shout out to all of the new friends that I made last year, which I honestly am shocked that I never thought I would make. Jesus, the list is really long. Like,
we made a lot of friends.
We made so many friends. Like, Jesus, Skull, Chaos, Blue, Sky.
Blue was pretty recent too, which is great. You know, I feel like I've been friends with Blue much longer than I actually have.
Stroob's Cruel Causality. Oh my god, the name the Tia. Tia was here a while ago. She's still lurking and shit.
Yeah, yeah,
God. Not that I did not foresee this at all. At
YouTubing's
all.
been a-
I did not
been a-
foresee
it's
this
been
at
a lot.
all.
It's been a great time.
It was a great year, and it's just gonna get better this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now we've got I guess that's the last part of the talk is
For the
what's
2021,
next.
yeah. Let's see.
The
Okay,
2022.
a brief break from that
Oh,
before
yeah,
we move
sure.
on to 2022.
You
All
take
right.
the water.
Let's see. Casual talk, or if anyone in the chat has any questions that are related to gaming in 2021, anything.
This past year. Yeah,
just
past year.
or it can even be late 2020 at least. Okay. At most late 2020, like November, December 2020. It's fine.
You can find I'm sure you guys could find something to make
Something
me
to ask us.
get
We'd
mad
be happy
about
to, yeah.
again.
All right. Let's see. On the topic, let's see, Mariva. The other day, you did drop by my God of War stream, and you did say that you were interested in playing it.
Yeah. You know,
Do you plan on getting it when it goes on sale?
honestly, yeah, on sale probably.
Mm.
It's Naughty Dog. Is it Naughty Dog?
No,
It feels like
it's
Naughty
Santa
Dog.
Monica Studios.
Right. It's like it's the same guys who did originally, right?
Yeah, they did. Now,
It feels, but it
funny-
feels like a
yeah,
Naughty Dog.
like funny topic. Like in the year that it won Game of the Year, it had to go up against Red Dead Redemption 2. And I hold those games both in high regard, but at that
Yeah.
time, I honestly thought that Red Dead 2 would win. Because Red Dead 2 had one of the best video game characters ever made in recent years.
Right.
Freaking Arthur Morgan.
Right.
Like, he was an imperfect protagonist and you played through it. It shows because he
Yeah.
is ruthless. He cares only about money. He's basically an outlaw with a heart, but he's
Yeah.
still very thick-skinned. But you saw the character progression. You saw Arthur Morgan progress through each chapter. Very natural and shocking in some ways. And I'm like, damn, this is really good. And again, it doesn't help also that Red Dead was really, really fun. Like,
Yeah.
I always prefer, when it comes to Rockstar titles, I always prefer Red Dead over GTA.
Oh yeah. I think GTA is like moved from the narrative experience
Yeah, to just
into like party experience.
yeah, unfortunately.
Which is fine, you know, if they want that to be the thing, which it obviously looks like
It looks
they want
like
it to
now,
be the thing.
yeah.
But, you know, I guess
But-
that means like,
and-
yeah, we'll keep
mm.
GTA being fun party times and we'll make Red Dead the narrative focused title.
Yeah.
Sure,
And then
whatever.
Red
That's what they
Dead
want.
also won so many awards in TGA that year that people are like, it's in the bag, isn't it? It's in the bag. It has
And then it
to be.
didn't.
And then God of War took it. I'm like,
Yo.
oh, if they were gonna lose, they had to lose to God of War.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
Because
it had to
there is one major factor that I contribute as to why God of War deserved it better. God of
Really?
War
But-
is a sequel, but in the gaming sense, it's a reboot.
Yeah.
God
I
of
get
War
that.
has always been like full third-person camera that's kind of fixed camera angle, sort of.
And it's just like this brutal fucking
Now
blood.
it's over the shoulder, almost Dark Souls-like gameplay.
Yeah. I remember the change when they did the first demo,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, they're like story focusing," and it's it's like they're giving the characters dialogue now and shit instead of like, because like the God of War I remembered was what my friends would bring to school on their PSPs,
Yeah, you
And
are
it
a
was
god,
just
yes,
this-
therefore you must die, okay.
and then it's just a guy killing everybody, and then there was lots of blood, and then you can have sex with these two girls, and everyone was like, "Oh, bro, you can have sex at the game," and I was like, "Well, you know, it's just like."
Yes.
You know, kid stuff, right? That's how it always struck me. So to see them kind of take it down a serious path,
Hmm.
it's like, yeah, you know, I think that's a good evolution for God of War.
And of
It
course,
shows that the
boy
studio
memes,
matured
the
also.
boy,
Boy.
boy, the boy
Boy.
memes was, oh my god. They
Love
even
it.
I like how they leaned also on that meme when they had Christopher Judge and the kid actor for
Yeah,
Atreus.
I've seen
When they
at
had
the
to
Game
announce
Awards.
who's the award for best content creator of the year, like
I saw that.
Atreus
Yeah, that
wasn't
was
reading
cute.
it. He's just looking at Christopher Judge, and the whole crowd was behind it. They're like, "Oh no, come on!" And it's like, "Read it, boy." I'm like, "Yes, he said the thing.
Is
Read
that
it,
the
boy.
thing? Let's
Said
go.
the thing."
That just reminds me also of in this talking about reboots, I guess, right?
Mm.
Um, one of my favorite pandemic video game experiences was Final Fantasy VII,
Ooh.
which was like magical for me because I didn't finish FF7 on the PS1
Mm.
when it was its time, you
Mm.
know. I finished 9. That's all I ever ended up finishing, I think,
I see.
because 7 was hard. I think the farthest I got in 7 was like just past this one.
Oh.
And so I was really excited. I was really like, you know what? I'm gonna do this for real. I'm gonna experience like FF7.
Mm.
And like honestly, it was a blast. It was so good. It was really good. It was just really like you know when we were talking about earlier, like you can tell when developers give a shit.
Yeah.
I think FF7 remake, you could tell that they gave a shit.
Not only that,
Honestly.
it was a genuine surprise when I'm like, oh no, action RPG. After
It was.
FF15,
It's the
I was
best
I was
implemented.
skeptical, and then I tried the demo. Demo pa lang, ha?
Yeah, the demo is so
I
clean.
tried the demo. I'm like,
dude.
wait. It still has the tactical feel of classic FF7.
Yeah.
But the really like adrenaline rushing feel of an action-paced RPG. Holy shit, they nailed it.
They did it. If you ask me, they perfected action RPG fighting.
They
in
proved that
7 remake.
RPGs can still be very tactical and fast-paced.
They proved that you can have it. You can have it both ways. You don't have to choose.
Yes.
You don't have to choose. You don't have to choose
play-
FF7 original or Kingdom Hearts. Those aren't the
Or
only
I
two
don't know,
modes.
you don't have to play Dragon Quest or the Tales series. You can have
Yeah.
something that's similar to both.
You can have it. You can have it all, baby. That's
Yes.
what. Like I think that was the thing that really got me. Like yeah, the battle, the battle situation. Like my sister played 7 remake and she loved it, right?
Yeah.
And my sister is not tactical at all. My sister is like, when it comes to video games, she's like least brain, please.
Yeah.
You know, and she loved 7 remake.
What was your favorite moment of some remake?
Oh shit. Everything with Aerith.
Everything with Aerith. For me,
Every single point. That girl, she was. They got her right. They got her right.
The voice actress they
Oh,
hired was
God.
made for that role.
Oh, Brianna.
I remember
Oh,
when I watched her
boy.
stream that she cried when she saw Aerith like first
course.
time on screen.
Yeah, I watched that shit too. I watched that shit live, bro.
How many
'Cause,
times
yeah,
did
I
it
mean-
take them? I'm not sure, but they did start experimenting with KH.
Kingdom Hearts was
was
the first
the-
action one.
yeah.
Yeah.
KH was a good experiment, but the controls were like, wait, I have to press down and up for the items and stuff or such shortcuts. What?
I found that to
They
be honestly. I was
probably-
actually, as a kid, I freaked out.
Yeah, they probably
Because
didn't have
I-
the technology to slow down the game mid-game, so
Nah, they didn't.
They didn't.
Definitely not. Not for
Yeah.
PS2. And by the time that they did have the technology, it already wasn't like the
The code-
identity of the game.
to quote a friend of mine, FF15 walked, or should I say limped, so that FF7 remake can run.
Dude, yeah. FS7 it was just great. It was just
My
great.
favorite moment of F7 remake has to be the Airbuster fight.
Airbuster, damn, really.
Yes, because that was when I first heard the theme of the Airbuster
Yeah,
fight. Literally, I got goosebumps. I had to pause. I'm just like, oh my god, it's the perfect blend of the classic soundtrack and the modern instruments and shit. I'm like,
and the fight itself was really fun, and like you really had to you had to watch out. You had to think. You couldn't just
Not
kind
just
of
that,
slash
when-
slash slash.
when Cloud meant what he said, that if they sick one of these on us, we're screwed.
Yeah.
And it did feel like that because the original Airbuster kind of felt like a joke.
Yeah, you know, it didn't live up.
You just
didn't live up to the hype.
all you did really in the original Airbuster fight, just keep people healthy. That's pretty much it. But this
Now you have
one,
to do like a ton of stuff.
you have to
Micromanage a little bit.
you have to block the lasers or else they get stunned, and then big bombshell.
Yeah.
And then you have to take the hands on the sides that do that as well. Then you have to dodge the tank buster laser. And like, oh my god.
I think what they did good with FF7 Remake is they made blocking relevant.
Yeah, they did.
You know, it's like every other game that was like actiony was like, here's a block, and then you're like, cool, I'm never pressing that button. But then because you never felt the need to, you could just kind of tank stuff and then heal.
Yeah, but if you played hard mode of that game, of FF7 Remake, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, dude.
People slept on regen. I had friends who are like, oh my god, Yoko, I can't clear this fight early on because I don't have potions. Do you have regen? Yes, but it sucks. No, it doesn't. Use it. Trust me.
You need it.
It's cheaper than Cura, and it heals more than Cura. You just have to.
And you don't have, and you don't, and it's just like it's the continuous healing.
That's really continuous healing. Yeah, you need.
That's really what makes it good.
You need that. It has.
You can't be always healing. You need to be doing damage at the same time. So you need to do both.
Yeah, because like you think of it this way. The amount of cures that it does, it's worth 2 ATBs of cures, but you're just using it once on regen.
Yeah.
So your other ATB can be used on a damage spell or act, basically.
What was your typical team like in that game?
Oh please, there's no brainer. Booba's first.
A man of culture, still.
Booba's first.
Of course. Yep, that was my team.
As a monk main in FF14, when I got my hands on controlling Tifa, I'm like,
it feels
yes,
so good.
it feels so good. And they even got a skill from FF14. You know, True Strike. True Strike is an FF14 skill, and she even does it the same exact way. The animation.
Nice.
God, and Endwalker Monk. We got something from Tifa. Star Shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that in FF14 in Endwalker, the latest X pack.
See. FF7, dude, so good. Yeah. I really liked it, and you know, the storytelling was off the charts.
Oh yeah, definitely was.
And they really refined Aerith's character.
Yes.
Like she was a good character when you played her in the original. She really was. But it was
she was very childishly naive, if anything.
Yeah, and it was cute. You know, it was a good character. Yeah. But my God, what they did for her!
This gave her so much more character, so much more color.
Like, yeah, I think I remember people saying like I never liked Aerith in the original game, and now I'm dreading.
Sheriff.
I'm dreading the next installment because I know what could happen.
Sheriff, yes. Alright.
Everybody loves Sheriff.
Now to the last segment of
Shrine Talk.
Okay, we're moving on to the 2022 segment.
Yay!
Oh boy. 2022 started out with a fairly loud bang, in my opinion. Let's see, this month we had two of
Monster Hunter
and God of War.
Yeah, on God of War PC.
Yeah, God of War PC proved that not all PC ports are pieces of shit. Death Stranding did that first. God of War proved it again.
That's another game I want to play.
Oh, what?
I want to play Death Stranding. I haven't played it yet.
You will ask yourself, did I play this game? Or did the game play me?
I love that feeling, though. That sounds great.
No, I remember before the title of that game was revealed, you know what people called that game?
What?
Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus.
Yeah. I think people were afraid because it was like Kojima Unleashed and nobody knew what
But
what
that's the whole point. Death
cool.
Stranding, gameplay wise, a lot of people got bored of it. But narrative wise, you can see what Kojima can do if he's not given any control whatsoever. From a narrative standpoint, I enjoyed that game to bits. Holy shit.
Oh man, I'll play it eventually.
And again, they gave one of the most cathartic experiences ever in a video game that I have experienced of recent
Well,
years.
I still don't know the story, so don't tell
No,
me.
no,
but
it's
yeah.
not even the story, it's the
Oh,
mechanic.
okay, good. Oh, okay.
Look, like, even if you pick up Death Stranding a couple of, like, it doesn't have to be this year, maybe next year,
Yeah.
I can still help you out, and you can help me out as well. You know how?
How?
Because the multiplayer experience there is not direct, it's indirect. But you might be asking
Oh.
how. Okay, look. So let's say that, of course, people probably told you, what? Death Stranding is just walking simulator. Okay, you're not wrong, but also you're not completely right either.
Hey, I like walking sims.
There are
Jokes on you,
still
baby.
there are still obstacles on the way. Now,
Mm-hmm.
let's say that on my way from point A to point B, on a fresh start, there's like if I walk in one direction without any deviance from my path, it's obviously faster, but I have to climb stuff that's, well, tedious, especially when you're carrying
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
What I can do is that I bring tools that will help me, or if I was feeling generous, I'll just bring tools to help others that I can't even use. For example, a tethering pole. To
Yeah.
use a tether on the top of a cliff, you have to go to the top of the cliff in the first place, right?
Right. Yeah. You have to set the path.
Yeah, so basically, I'm not making it easier for myself, but I'm making it easier for others. I can choose to do
Aw.
that. Whenever
See, that's
someone uses something you leave in the world for them to use, you get a like.
Uh-huh.
Yes. And I can see like their names and shit. So for example, if you cross a bridge, you might see my name, Lucky Kitsune. If I use a vehicle, like if I decide to use a motorbike that was left in the middle of nowhere, it will say there,
Yeah.
Mariva's bike. I'm like, oh, thank you, Mariva,
Yay.
you saved my ass. See, it's a very cathartic experience in my opinion.
It does sound like one. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Back to
the
this
topic. Yeah. Yeah. Man, so far January has opened up with a bang with God of War and Monster Hunter Rise.
Yeah.
Like, it just really goes to show how huge of a market PC gaming is.
Yeah,
And-
for sure.
And again, like, in my honest opinion, game devs shouldn't think that people will not buy the same game twice on a different platform, especially if that platform is PC.
I'm a bit grubby about money, but
Yeah, I
even-
completely understand.
but even then, I still thought about getting 7 again on PC
Yeah.
because I really liked it.
Have
and
you
I
seen the
wanna play it
mods?
on
They
the
are
computer.
they are stupidly hilarious.
Yeah, that's the other thing. There's no modding on PS4.
Yeah, but
So
look,
that's like a big
one of the
incentive.
funniest mods I've seen so far in like one of the funniest mods I've seen in FF7 is replacing the Buster Sword with shit. What's the name of the CEO for weapons in Shinra?
The what? What?
The woman in red, the one with the big booba.
Oh,
Scarlet?
I forgot.
Scarlet.
Scarlet, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you can
The
replace
sword is replaced with Scarlet.
Yeah, doing a T pose.
Why?
Why not?
You can't just replace the
Yes.
sword with a character.
Yes, you can. Somebody did it already. I used it once. I'm like,
Oh god.
I couldn't breathe. I had to turn the mod up because I couldn't breathe. Just watching Cloud dance around. Like, I even replaced Cloud's outfit with one of his
Dresses.
cross-dressing outfits, and just watching him
Oh,
wail around at
God.
enemies with Scarlet. This is so fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god, it was really pretty fucking funny.
Video game.
But yeah, I also like how Cory Barlog, the director of Santa Monica Studios and God of War, he encouraged people to mod the shit
Yeah.
out of God of War. He even
Yeah,
said
dude.
that he prefers playing games on PC because of the mods. And I'm
Dude,
just
it's like, you know,
it's
modding is like community interaction.
yeah,
It's like
exactly.
it's getting people to care about the games beyond what their
Not
normal
just that,
lifespan should
sometimes
be.
developers can even get ideas from mods.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Percent.
And I think like But I think a strong modding community is like a sign of a healthy game.
You need
Honest.
not look any further than Skyrim and Fallout 4. Both
Despite
being
despite what
arguably the weakest titles in the franchise. And when I mean
despite
weak,
what
I mean
Bethesda
like,
has done.
like regardless of what people will say, I still think Skyrim is one of the weakest in the titles. Even though it has sold the most, I did not particularly like it. Compare Skyrim
Yeah.
to Oblivion and Morrowind, they don't even come close.
Like story wise, yeah, no way.
Everything wise. You know what disappointed me so much about Skyrim was the fucking color palette. It's either black,
You
white,
don't
or
like-
brown. It's black,
You
white,
don't-
or brown. That's it.
You don't like the color of dirty ice in RE?
Like, look, I don't like the excuse that, but Skyrim is in a mountainous region. Dude, I have seen mountainous regions in video games, like
They are
winter regions with
pretty.
very pretty, that are very colorful. Like, I even, like, Ghost of Tsushima, when I went to the tippy top of Tsushima Island, which was obviously, as I expected, very wintry, there were still splashes of colors. I was still
Yeah,
able
dude.
to see, like, green and yellow in a place that's supposed to be just white and gray. And I'm like, Skyrim can't do this. Couldn't
I blame-
do this.
I blame Todd Howard.
Yeah, I blame Todd Howard too.
It's his fault. I mean, whatever it is, it was his fault.
Detail. 16 times the detail.
And if you have one detail, then I guess that's 16 detail now. Good job,
Yeah,
Todd.
good job. But like,
Yeah.
honestly,
But yeah, strong modding communities are
look at one
great.
of the games that I play nowadays that I'm pretty sure Skull himself brings out his camera for research purposes. And yes, I am talking about Metal Gear Solid 5. That game was released several years ago, and people are still modding the hell out of that game.
Yeah.
And I still play it because the mods make the game fun and
Yeah.
more wink aesthetic. Wink, wink.
Aesthetic.
Yes.
I mean, like, like Minecraft is able to sustain itself on just mods for how
Mods,
long?
yeah, like people, like devs, I think devs, or at least publishers, severely underestimate the power of a modding community.
I think they're still. I think they're still underestimated.
A lot of
sometimes.
mods, even, people are like, but people will just pirate on PC. Here's the thing. A lot of mods don't work well with pirated titles.
They don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
They also had to buy
um,
Minecraft to join us.
Yeah, and like I have played a game and there are so many like mods requires Steam or Epic Game Store version. And I can see like the comments, does this work like
Oh, Inari.
Hmm?
Hold on. I have to go to the bathroom.
go ahead.
Pretty
I'll
bad.
wait.
Yeah. Wait. I'll be back, guys.
Research. Yes, Skull. You naughty dog, you. Research. Wink. Hydrate. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Thank you. And posture check. Wait, I want to see that clip. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Sky. I want to check this clip out. Yeah, let me pause. Vault as an example. Okay, look. Vault has a very nice voice. Okay, I'm
Oh my
sure
God.
everyone agrees. Vault has a very nice voice.
I'd make out with that voice. Yeah.
If he were to, somebody clip that. Vault as an. That is so perfectly timed, Sky. What the heck? Example. Okay, look. Vault has a very nice voice. Okay, I'm
Oh my
sure
God.
everyone agrees. Vault has a very nice voice.
I'd make out with that voice. Yeah.
If he were to, somebody clip that. And then right there, it ended right there. Wait. Voice.
I'd make out with that voice. Yeah.
If he were to, somebody clip that. Vault. As I was saying, if he were to go voice acting, I think somebody clip that. That is top tier clipping. Yes, absolutely. It has a very nice voice.
I'd make out with that voice. Yeah.
If he were to, somebody clip that. My reflex. I reflex so hard. I'll go tag Vault right now. Sure, go ahead. timing! This vault is an example. This was what Sky was referring to. This last second is the best part, was it? Hang on. The last second gets me. Yeah, that's what Sky said. Oh my god. Look, Vault has a very nice voice, okay? I'm sure everyone agrees Vault has a very nice voice.
I'd make out with that voice, yeah.
If he were to... Somebody clip that. This Vault is an example, okay? Look, Vault has a very nice voice, okay? I'm sure everyone agrees Vault has a very nice voice.
I'd make out with that voice, yeah.
If he were to... Somebody clip that. Timing. The timing is immaculate. If he were to... Somebody clip that. Oh my god. I wish I had those reflexes when I fight your freaking Potemkin Chaos. I wish I could see for a split second if you're gonna Carabuster or if you're gonna freaking... One of these days, though, when I lab Baiken, I will not settle for good enough. I need to be the best version of myself in Strive. Baiken Gaming, hell yes. Like, the version of myself in Tekken before Season 3 and after Season 3 is way different. Like, I consider before Season 3 Yoko to be like a 6 out of 10. Post Season 3 Yoko, maybe a 9 or an 8.5. And that is a big jump for me. So yeah, before Baiken, maybe I'd rate myself a 7 out of 10. Are you guys gonna stream for a lot longer? Because yes, I come raid. Yeah, we are. Mariva just went to the bathroom real quick. But yeah, Chaos, like, before Baiken comes out, maybe I'll rate myself like a 7 out of 10. Then after Baiken comes out, I won't settle for anything less than a 10. Anything less is unacceptable. I want to be the best version of myself in Guilty Gear. Mariva passed out? Nah, Mariva just went to the bathroom. I love Mariva's emote. Freaking smug. Oh, your sub just ran out. Aw, bummer. Please delete me. Sprinkle. Oh, it's already 6:20. I need to do my FF14. Well, there's just one daily in FF14 I need to do, and that's Drex. Then I can move on to God of War, but then I have to go back to Raid in FF14. Wow. Thank you for the raid, Kai Kahana. Welcome, Raiders. Apec. Ah, Apec. Apec Legend. Apec. Kaika Raid. Yes, yes. Welcome, Raiders from Kaika Hana's channel. Okay, I guess brief introductions are in order. Hi, I am Ina Ryoko, Fox Kitsune VTuber, mainly a variety streamer, but I stream mostly fighting games like Tekken 7 and Guilty Gear, FPS games like Apex, Valorant, Ready or Not, and F14, and recently Monster Hunter Rise. Currently, I'm hosting a talk show called Shrine Talk where we talk about gaming related topics. And right now, my guest is still in the bathroom. But anyway, this is my guest, Mariva, a really good friend of mine. Please do give her a follow. Oh, there she's back.
I live.
Oh yes, you live. Hello, welcome back.
Sorry,
That's
that
okay.
was like a real bathroom emergency.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
I
It
like how you
happens.
came back just after I shouted you out because we got a raid from Kaikahana.
Hi Kaika. Hello. I am alive. Yes, indeed. You're out of your K-hole. My what?
What?
What the fuck? What the fuck do you mean?
What?
Go start explaining yourself.
What?
Hello. Hi.
Yeah, I didn't mean to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm out. I've recovered. It was a long road, but you know,
Nice.
harm reduction works. Everybody, yeah.
Good lord.
It really do. All right.
All right.
Hello. What are we talking about?
All right. We're talking about. We already finished discussing MH Rise and God of War for 2022.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
Obviously, this is what we've wanted to. This was one of the things I've wanted to talk about with you.
Right.
Ow. Games you're looking forward to in 2022.
KOF.
Yeah, no brainer there. But you want to elaborate?
Yeah, I'm gonna elaborate.
Hmm.
King of Fighters is honestly not a game I was like. It's not a game I grew up with or anything, right?
Mhm.
Again, I'm a Tekken gal, but what happened is like the more I looked into the history of it, I got interested a little bit in KOF because of, you know, Geese and Tekken, of course.
Core values.
No, not core values. Geese, which is still core values somewhat, I guess.
No, not somewhat. Geese is
it's
core
a-
values.
Yeah, it's a different kind. Yes.
Hmm.
So I got in. So like I was like, I want to see what kind of game he's from and shit, you know. And I was like, oh, I know of Terry Bogard. Oh, I know of Mai. And I was like, oh, okay, I know more about King of Fighters than I thought I did. I decided to do even more. I like played a little bit of KOF 98 on like browser thingies and stuff, and I read into it, and I heard that like the 14 was kind of disappointing relatively, right? And I was like, oh, that's too bad. And then I think the thing that exploded KOF in my brain for me was when everyone got into the trend of doing the trials. I think it was Jay Wong first, and then it became Maximilian Dude, and then became Punk, and then it just grew. And then I was like, I know combos can be hard, but how hard are these combos?
Ridiculously hard.
I've tried them. I think I've played I think of all the characters in KOF 13, I bought 13 for the trials only.
Nice.
Of all the characters in KOF 13, I think I've played trials of maybe like half the cast, and I've not finished a single one.
Wow.
I've not gotten through all 10 of any character.
Damn.
Because I just can't. I just cannot. The execution required is like irritatingly high. Like I don't know. I can't even do the max activation sometimes. It's like these are not easy games. They are definitely doable. I feel like I could practice them if I really grinded hard, and I could probably do them if I tried. But they are definitely not I thought Street Fighter trial combos were hard, and then I realized we were spoiled.
Yep.
Like, those are not hard. I can finish those. A lot. But the KOF trials, they are like a whole world of something else. And so, knowing that, I was kind of hyped already. And then I saw the trailers come out for KOF 15. And then my hype just exploded. And I was like, this looks really, really good.
Compared to KOF 14, yeah. It's like night
Compared to
and
14,
day. Night
compared-
and day for the quality of the character models.
compared to just like other fighting games, compared to Tekken, I was kind of just like, damn, this looks really nice. This looks so smooth. Like like I wanted, like I want, like I love Tekken, but like sometimes I just want a 2D fighter, you know.
Mm.
And Guilty Gear's been a good 2D fighter, but I don't know. There's something about like KOF that's just like entrancing me with it. You know, it's just like I really wanna play this game. I really want to get good at this game.
Understand.
Yeah, which is like that's not a common feeling, you know. My usual feeling towards a video game will be like, oh, you know, that looks cool, like I'll probably pick it up or something. But then sometimes, just every now and then, there'll be a game where I just hear about it, see what's come out about it, and I'm just like, I need to see what this is like for myself. I need it today. Give it to me. You know. And yeah, and KOS kind of really got my attention like that. And of course the character designs, of course the UI. Like honestly, like my a core value, dude. My I remember my hype nearly died for Guilty Gear when I saw the UI.
Alright.
Because it just
the
was
early
like
build, the early build.
yeah, the early build UI. I was really like, this is your tentpole game, and this is what the menu, like this is what the health bars are gonna look like. I can't look at these health bars, bro. And then like after a while, I kind of got over it. And honestly, the like on screen UI for battles now, still not my favorite. But I'm okay with it, right?
Yeah.
But oh my god, KOF just looks clean, top to bottom.
Very clean.
And like, you know, credit to Arxis, they're amazing. They've done an amazing job in this era of fighting games. But SNK is
coming back with a vengeance.
And like SNK's been kind of absent from this like generation of fighting games.
Yeah, because when people think fighting games, they think of 3 fighting games, just 3.
Yeah.
Tekken, Guilty Gear, and SF.
And Guilty Gear only since Strive. You know? But like I'd say this I think I'd say this era of fighting games started with Tekken 7 success. You know?
Did. Yeah, we did talk about this previously.
Yeah, I'd say that this movement wave of fighting games was Tekken 7, and then it's starting to fade off now. And now like it looks like the wave is rollback.
It was rekindled by rollback.
Yeah, rollback started it up.
It's quite perfectly ironic that it's rollback.
It's like it's
Roll
net code because we realized, I think, because of the pandemic, that we can have a good fighting experience even if it isn't LAN. Because even like that was like the dominant thought even back with Tekken 7.
Yeah,
when it was at its peak, it was like, you know, if it's not LAN, it's nothing. You know, it's just practice. You're just practicing for LAN. That was like the vibe I got at tournaments when I went to live tournaments, guys. I fought AK once and I got destroyed. I was like, yeah, I was really in there, and that was always the vibe, you know, learn how to play LAN, because that's what really matters. I was already going to like fighting game places like Playbook and stuff to like train and whatever. I was serious.
You went to Playbook?
Of course I went to Playbook.
Damn.
And then I found out too that they opened a fighting game place near my house, and I was gonna be going there, and then the pandemic hit, and then suddenly we were all at home, and we were like, how are we gonna play fighting games? We don't have LAN. We can't play Tekken. We can't play proper Tekken. That matters.
Not with everyone, you know? At least.
Not with everybody. And then rollback happened, and then now we're in this era of fighting games.
I have to say, without rollback, a lot of our friendships right now wouldn't have been possible.
Yeah, honestly,
I would not have met Takemi.
True.
I wouldn't have met Volt. I would not have met
Soli.
I would not have met one of my VTuber siblings, Eve. Who, through him, I found out about Soli. Through Soli, I found Celio.
Yeah. So many friends of ours. I met them through you, but then, you know, even then, right?
Yeah, even then. And
we met like so many people, like Blue,
Chaos. We met Chaos, Blue, Senna, Sheikah.
Like a lot of these people,
Jesus,
and a lot of them are very
people that are regulars now.
And a lot of people that are very big in my heart at the moment. Like I would not have run into if it wasn't for Guilty Gear rollback, baby.
But like even thinking that, and the fact that we're really close friends nowadays. This would not have been possible without rollback.
Thank you, Rollback.
Thank you, rollback.
Thank you, Rollback.
Could you imagine, one of like I could imagine one of these days there will be like a marriage ceremony. Ah yes, my wife. I first met you in the
Through
lobby through
In the
rollback.
lobbies of
Rollback. So
lobbies
thank
of
you,
Guilty Gear
rollback.
Strive. You had a Ramlethal costume on. I was in a bikini and I had a gold Lewis beard.
Yeah.
That's when I knew.
Oh my god, that is a better love story.
So
That's a
good,
better love
dude.
story.
It's just like it's been a blessing,
Okay.
and I think that if KOF does it right, because I almost forgot this is about KOF. If KOF can pull it off and do like their game right, which all clues point to it happening, right?
Hmm.
That they can, then they will be the peak, I think, of the rollback era.
Currently, yeah.
Like that's happening right now. If they get KOF right, that'll be the star game. That'll be the game that gets written about. Like, I mean, Guilty Gear, yeah, but like I feel like if KOF can go above that,
No,
then
there's
I
another
feel like
reason also why people will put KOF on a pedestal, because we still do not have a worthy replacement for Marvel vs. Capcom.
that's it too.
And
Yeah.
KOF comes close because like you're still picking 3 characters for a team.
You're still picking 3. It's
There's
not
no,
a it's
there's
not
no assist
not tag.
there's no assist or anything, but still like
It's not tag, but it's good, you know.
it's yeah.
It's and definitely, and I feel like it's SNK is important. Obviously, I mean, if you've watched the Nintendo Direct about Terry,
Yes.
you know how much he means to like developers. You know how much he means to like video game and fighting game fans. You know how much SNK means, and I think it's good that this was like what a time for them to
like
come
even
back.
even
Yeah.
Harada is really excited for KOF.
Dude, Harada's a huge fighting game fan. Like that's why I believe in Harada even when they make weird like decisions.
But also
You know,
another
but,
thing
like-
I want to add also is I think if there's one thing, look, I want KOF to be its own thing. But
Yeah,
if there's one thing I
100%.
want KOF to take from Guilty Gear is the whole philosophy that Maximilian Dude emphasized.
Fun at every
People
level.
should have fun doing whatever they want to do in a fighting game.
True.
Like, what if this one player just I'll just go full degen here, okay? What if one casual player just wants to go full core values team and just do really cool combos?
Hell yeah.
They should be able to have fun doing that.
They
So,
should.
Don't make the hard stuff impossible. Keep them hard, but at least doable.
Yeah.
Don't make the easy stuff brain dead. Just make them feel rewarding.
Yeah.
Like, look, even the most basic combos in Tekken, for any character, they feel pretty satisfying to do. You don't have to do the big boy combos, but like even the simple ones, they still feel really weighty when you do it. Same goes for Strive. The most basic B&B combos feel so satisfying to pull off. I want KOF to go in the direction that if you do even the most basic B&Bs for any character, be it a grappler, rushdown, zoner, anchor, it should feel good. Like, even if it's not the most complicated thing ever, it should feel good. Like, again, lower ceiling. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
No, lower floor, ceiling
Yeah.
stays the same. Because,
Yeah.
as you mentioned, KOF is notorious for being very difficult. Especially
KOF
when it
is
comes
notorious
to
for that.
Yeah.
The high execution.
Yeah.
Which I think is going to be like, I don't know if it'll be a turnoff, right? I don't know
Now,
yet.
Here's the
I
thing.
think if they design it well, they
Guilty
can
Gear
avoid that.
proved that difficulty does not need to be a turnoff. Because
Yeah.
there are different... Guilty Gear Strive's ceiling is still at the same height it was in Rev 2. It's still very difficult to master a character.
Yeah.
But you don't have to master a character to beat even the best players in the world. That, I think, is a nice appeal. But of course, you might ask, what's the point mastering a character? It's how you translate into your playstyle.
Yeah.
Do I want to master a character to be the best? No, because maybe for you as a player, you don't need to be the best version of yourself to beat the best. It sounds very naive, but that's your philosophy. You should be able to translate that in a game, to some extent at least. So
If there's a way to play your character that you find fun, that's good.
yeah, like
You know,
offensive
there, that's it.
Askas, offensive Askas.
God damn it.
Yeah,
Coming from the most offensive Asuka, yeah, I see it.
yeah. But yeah,
And
again,
it's
like that's one thing I want KOF to at least not take away from Guilty Gear, but um
I definitely think it's a lesson they can keep in mind.
no, not
you
lesson.
know?
I would say take some notes from it.
Yeah.
Some notes from it. Like one of Guilty
s-
Gear's biggest successes, other than rollback, is definitely its accessibility.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's
that in my
gotten
opinion.
some people frustrated, but I don't really have a problem with it
Yeah,
personally.
it's not as frustrating as previous Guilty Gear titles, without a doubt.
Whenever I hear people like get like all in a tussy about like oh, you know, you had to really work harder in Xrd or Accent Core to like do damage and stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, so
Yeah. Here's the
it's
thing.
it's just gatekeeping.
It's
to me, I
it's just
feel.
gatekeeping, and not only that. For both the player and the viewer standpoint, longer sets are not healthy. Like, yeah, you need to do more because damage back then was a freaking gift. I'm like, okay, that's such an outdated mentality.
Mhm.
And like again, in Strive, the reason why matches last less, that the reason why matches end pretty quick is because damage was increased.
Yep.
And you're like, why? So that each set is not as stressful as the previous one. It's actually ironically, it's to encourage longer sets.
I think what Guilty Gear succeeded with in terms of making its damage output higher was making it feel like you actually had to kind of be careful.
Yeah. It forced
Because
it to be
you can't fuck up. You have
yeah,
to be you have to like learn how to play the footsies game a little bit.
it's a paradox. It's a lot easier to kill enemies, which is why you have to be more careful.
Yeah, because you can
Exactly.
also be killed.
Because you can
faster.
also be killed a lot faster.
Yeah, especially if you play Chip. Hi, Shika.
Yeah, hi Shika.
But it's like
But like even Potemkin mains, I think, can agree with this. Yeah, you can kill
Yeah.
people with 3 Potemkin busters, but if
You
they
gotta
get
get
a
in
hard
there.
read on you and they know how to play against you, you gotta be careful.
yeah.
If you
I
get
mean, Potemkin is easy to combo on.
yeah, because he's big.
Thick.
Like even like, oh yeah, what about Nago? What's Nago's game? Dude, do not underestimate Nago's kit.
I don't think anybody's underestimating him right now, though.
Yeah. Like
everybody,
I'm sorry.
everybody knows this guy's around.
One of the weirdest ways I've seen a Nago counter a Potemkin. There's one part where he was just hamming on a Potemkin, and he like 8 out of 10 times he would hard read the raw buster, and he would Fukuyo out every time. Like 8 out of 10 times he'd Fukuyo out, and then just full punish on the wall.
Oh man.
And you're like, okay, what's the difference?
No.
Here's the thing. I don't know how much gauge Potemkin Buster gives, but if I'm not mistaken, like doing more actions gives more gauge, was it? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. I don't play pot.
But the thing is, can Potemkin Buster break the wall? No.
Nah.
But Nago's combos can. And remember, what does Nago's kit do? If he manages his blood gauge, no one is going to get close to him. You will get cheesed from afar. And if you try to get close, if the Nago is smart or can react on command, like yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Like very rarely can a Nago react on command when they see a Potemkin do Mega Fist, but they do exist. And it is very scary. It is very scary seeing a Nago react on a Mega Fist. Be
For
it
sure.
forward H or forward heavy slash or sorry 6H or 2H.
Yeah.
Either one works, depending on the range. But yeah, it's very scary. All
Okay,
right.
before we get into like the nuances of Guilty Gear matchups,
Hmm.
back to the conversation
Yeah.
about what we're excited about. So yeah, I think like between KOF and like whatever we hear about Project L, I think I think next year is gonna be a bright year for fighting games.
Oh
At
yes,
the very
I
least.
agree.
And like if Project L does anything for fighting games at all, right? If it only did this one thing, I'd be happy, and that's get more people into fighting games.
Yes, yes.
Because the fighting games only get better the more people play them.
And I don't know, Riot has this penchant for just having lots of people play their game.
Yeah, even
Lots
if like
of
God,
lots of people that never played an FPS just think that Valorant looks fun to play.
dude, a bunch of like cute girls I know became FPS gamers because of Valorant.
So who knows? Maybe a lot of gamers will become fighting game
gamers.
players just because of Project L.
And then they'll come to me and they'll be like, "Oh my god, like I keep losing," and I'm like, "Hey, do you like team-based fighting? Do you like KOF? You want to hear about KOF?" And then you can just tease them out. You can just tease them out of Project L, and you can be like, "Hey, you know there are other fighting games." And it's just like, oh yeah, and then now there's someone new in the FGC.
Yes.
And that's all that matters in the end, I think. Because even if they're noobs, even if they're bad, it's a new player, you know, and that's a new person who can love the genre. Because like Tokido said it, and it's still a thing I care about. It's like
yes.
fighting games are so great.
Something truly great.
Something truly great. Fighting games really are. There's nothing like it. There are no games like it.
For the love of me, I forgot the name of the commentator, but he cried his eyes out.
Yeah.
When he heard Tokido say that, because it is.
Because everyone agrees. Remember, we all know it.
The most important moment is that moment. Moment number 37. It showed what fighting games can be.
Like just how beautiful they are.
Unexpected
honestly.
things happening at the worst and best possible times for everyone to watch.
And just perfection.
And perfection, yes.
And it's just like it's perfect competition.
Yes.
It's you can't do it with any other game. Every other game there's some other factor.
Yeah.
There's some other shit. There's a map. There's a meta. There's a blah blah blah.
If there is something that's pure, if there's a genre that's nothing but pure skill, like pure 100% skill, I would say fighting games.
Fighting games.
Because
fighting games are just about
what about FPSs? Excuse me. You do realize that guns play a huge role.
Yeah.
If you know
like
how
picking the right gun.
Picking the right gun, picking the right utility, using the it goes on. Even in freaking MOBAs. The right
MOBAs have tons of factors built in.
Right item builds, RNG for mob spawns, synergy with other. But fighting games, it's just you. It's you and your opponent.
It's you and the guy in front of you. Those are the factors.
That's it.
Are you better at the fighting game?
Yeah. Are you better at the
Prove
game?
Prove it.
That's it.
Prove it. That's why I love.
Not to say that you can't do it in other genres. No, you can. But in its purest, unadulterated form,
straightforward form, it's just about that. At the end of the day,
fighting games is the most definitive way.
It's like that thing, like I love like with Sonic Fox, right?
Yeah.
Like when people would like get all like shitty about him, whether it was about their gender, whether it was about their, or just like the way that they or being a furry, or the way that they played fighting games.
Yeah.
All of those things. Sonic Fox would always just say, "All right, fine. You wanna prove you're right? Beat me. Do it." And they can't.
They can't.
Because he's good. Because he's the best. He's probably one of the best fighting game players of all time. So you can't say shit. You can't say shit about Sonic Fox.
People are just shitting on the fact that he's not their image of the best player in the world, which is very
Yeah, they want what do they want their best player in the world to look like? They just want it to be some guy.
they are in denial, copium, and again they're just
Oh,
they
they're on such copium about Sonic Fox.
gatekeeping. They're just gatekeeping.
If a gay furry is the best fighting game player in the world, then that's how it be. That's how it be. You're not good enough. You're not good enough to be the best fighting game player, and they are.
Until someone can beat this gay furry, he's gonna keep that crown. If anything, don't take his existence as a middle finger. Take it as a challenge.
Honestly, take it as like
as a challenge.
I take it as inspiration.
Inspiration
basically.
in a challenge. Like for
This
me,
is like
challenges for me are inspirations.
Yeah, that's why. This is the person who's on top of the fighting game world. So even gay furries can be like the gods of fighting games. That's great. That's amazing. What a life. What a time. What
And
a time
I
to play
guess
video
to
games.
make a trifecta combo. Again, not derogatory, but just to piss off the gatekeepers out there. A gay furry of color.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
It's just like, whatever.
They'd be mauled in for sure. Like, oh my
You can't talk shit. He'll 13-0 you.
I'm glad you know that name. I do too.
Of course I know it, dude.
Imagine losing 13-0 in a first to 10.
Imagine losing a first to 10, telling him to switch because his character was too strong, and then losing 3 more anyway. Yeah.
He didn't even use his main. He didn't even use Aaron Black.
Didn't even use it.
He used
Bro,
the weakest one. Like he used Kit.
Bro, I would have disappeared. I would have stopped playing.
I would have stopped playing. I just take the L. Take the L.
He couldn't take the L, bro. He couldn't just take the L. After he lost the first 10, he should have taken the L. He should have just shook his hand.
Just shook his hand.
GG, shake my hand. Should have just shook his hand and gone home and been like, yeah, I was wrong. But nah.
No,
we can't let it down if he's not gonna let it down.
People don't let it down because it's sad because it's integrated in his name now. Perfect Legend.
Yeah.
Perfect 13 gen. Yeah.
The perfect 13 gen. Oh
sad,
man.
Sad.
Oh
sad.
man. Sad.
All right, that's your take on 2022 in gaming. Huh?
I think fighting games are gonna renaissance this year.
I agree.
I really do.
Like that's Guilty Gear introduced the whole trend of better netcode, and I think
if the top games,
I think KOF is going to start again. The fact that KOF is made by SNK, which is a legacy fighting game developer, I think they're gonna start this whole guys. Remember when we used to be the cream of the crop? Now is the time. I think they will serve as a new benchmark for other fighting games to follow.
Yes, exactly.
Because
if we're lucky,
I think one of KOF's benefits, strongest points, is that 15 titles in, they haven't changed drastically.
Not really, yeah.
But you look at Street Fighter, every iteration is wholly different from the previous one.
Street Fighter keeps trying to be fresh.
And Guilty Gear at least is still the same. Like only the characters change, but the playstyle is the same. Same goes for and Tekken. I would argue that the drastic change was Tekken 7, but it was so good. It was so good. It was such a good change.
And I'd still argue that in terms of specific character skill, Tekken is hella legacy still.
Yeah, it is. It very much is.
So I think it's fine, and that's what my hope. That's my hope. That's KOF related, but not really. Is that they can inspire like Bamco, and then they can inspire Harada and the others for Tekken 8. Yeah. That's my hope. Because if they can show this is what makes a good fighting game now, then and Tekken does it too, bro. Tekken can be better.
Very happy.
Tekken can be better.
You know what's weird? It's weird. I've mentioned this before, but did you notice that Tekken 7 doesn't look as good as Tekken Tag 2?
It doesn't, honestly.
And I want that back. Tekken Tag 2 was so aesthetic. And
the stages, the costumes, just on an aesthetic
even
level.
Then Tekken Tag 2 didn't feel that clunky.
Nah.
It didn't feel that clunky. It was just the fact that it was still relying on Bound as a combo extender that made it feel clunky. But
if Tekken Tag had Tailspin, it would have been like an S tier game.
Yep. But yeah,
with all those
I, I,
characters.
I, I hope and I trust fighting games to get just better. But
Yeah, I'm looking
honestly,
forward.
what if there's one company, I'm pretty sure the Foxtrots and the Sunbathers will agree. If there's one company that's really sweating right now, in terms of worry, no, it's not Nintendo when it comes to Smash. No, it's actually Capcom.
Capcom. Hi,
Their last two
Capcom.
titles have been supreme disappointments.
Which one? What were the last two?
5 and MVCI.
Yeah, they haven't had a good
Supreme
run lately.
disappointments.
Boy.
Remember,
What you don't like functions?
here's the thing.
Character
The fact that
functions?
Guilty Gear Strive has better netcode was enough for Punk to say, okay, bye, I'm not playing Street Fighter anymore, bye bye, I'm gonna play Guilty Gear Strive.
Yeah.
Like, what
Yeah,
the
yeah.
heck?
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, why play Street Fighter now?
Yeah.
With all the other really good fighting games everywhere. You don't have to settle anymore.
Yep. Don't think that Street Fighter is good enough for you. Think that Street Fighter, you're better than Street Fighter. You deserve
Is
better.
Street Fighter good enough? Is it
Don't
good enough
ask
for
yourself,
me?
is Street Fighter good enough for me? No, you ask yourself, is
Am
there
I good
something? No, is there something better for me than Street Fighter? There
Yeah.
is lots
And there is.
of choices.
So, oh my god.
Lots
yeah.
of choices. Okay, that's your what you're looking forward to 2022. Okay,
Okay.
for
What are you
me-
looking forward to?
All right,
Yeah.
let's start with the simple ones. Titles first. Okay,
Go ahead.
for one, I will say the obvious: Elden Ring for sure.
Oh boy. Yeah,
Ever
for sure.
since it was revealed and hyped up, people have been waiting for something of significance. And we got that a year ago and a year before that. And you being the mad Berserker fan, oh boy. You
I
saw
am.
the huge Berserk vibes from the gameplay footage. I think you and I watched it together, right?
We watched it together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
when it
did.
came out.
Yeah, you and I watched
It's like,
it together.
Dark Souls in general has always had giant Berserk references all over the place.
But this
like, some
one
people
was
even-
leaning more
some-
towards it.
Some people even joke that that Dark Souls is just Berserk in a
The
video game.
Yeah.
But
this one was leaning more towards it. Oh my god.
I think the Dark Souls games they lean towards the early arcs of Berserk,
Mm.
the grim, dark, gothic horror
yeah.
arcs
that
of
one.
Berserk that were really
Borderline Eldritch horror maybe.
borderline eldritch, terrifying. Like the horrors of this world are too much to comprehend, and they are
Yeah,
killing
yeah,
me.
Yeah.
That's Dark Souls, and that's that arc of Berserk. But I think Elden Ring is starting to take again from Berserk the later arcs of Berserk that are more fantasy oriented,
I like how
which are underappreciated,
yes.
honestly, in the
See ya,
Berserk canon.
chaos. Alright.
Like chaos.
One thing that I really liked about the gameplay footage that they showed in Elden Ring is the colors. Oh my god. The colors.
Yes.
As someone who has played Sekiro, one of the most aesthetically pleasing FromSoft games ever,
Yeah. It looked great.
my one request only for Elden Ring, because I knew that Elden Ring would be great, but I had just one request. Can it be colorful? It doesn't have to be as colorful as Sekiro, but can it be colorful? And
looks like they're
then
doing it.
I saw it. I'm like, oh yes, color! Finally, a lot of color. Okay, that's one. Thanks for the alert, Kai Kahana. Thank you, Din Din Times. I'm also gonna have dinner in a bit.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
Okay,
I'm hungry.
let's see. What else?
Elden Ring good.
Elden Ring, yes. Now, oh boy. There are two specific titles that I'm really looking forward to. I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
sure that they are coming out this year, but they are slated to release this year.
Okay.
One's Bayonetta 3.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
Bayonetta 3. Next is, you guys have watched me play this a lot. There was a period of time where I think y'all identified me as a Legend of Zelda streamer because I was playing Breath of the Wild a lot. Breath of the Wild 2 is
Right, the
slated
sequel.
to release this year as well. Now, if there's one title that... Sorry, I have to pause the music because we're going big here. If there's one title that's rumored to be in development, may not be coming out this year, but I want to see like a teaser or a trailer for it. The latest Fire Emblem game is in development. supposedly.
Whoa.
Now,
Whoa.
um, Half-Life 3, haha, no. Um, Not many of you know this
Keep it
because I don't
short, Frank.
stream it yet. Not many of you know this because I don't stream it, but I am a huge Fire Emblem nerd.
Really?
Yes, I am
did not
a
know this, but-
hardcore Fire Emblem nerd.
Well, there you go.
I have like thousands of hours in Fire Emblem Awakening. I know the best optimal pairings for the best children units in Fire Emblem Awakening and in Fates.
Children units?
You can ship your characters in both of those games, and they give birth to kids, and those kids become party members.
Holy shit.
Actual party members. Crom X who?
Uh.
Okay. It depends on what you're looking for. If you want a god tier Lucina, no brainer, Crom and female Robin. If you want Lucina to be a demon, a speed demon, then Crom X Sumia. Those are your two best choices for Lucina. Anything other than that, I would argue, is a bit inferior.
I wasn't aware there was breeding in this game.
There was breeding in this game. There is breeding in this game. It's really hilarious.
Hold up, I need to look at some
Fire
prices.
Emblem Awakening. Just look at Fire Emblem Awakening. Just look it up. There is eugenics. Yes, I mean the whole meme is that Fire Emblem is actually not a tactic simulator. It's a tactical eugenics simulator.
Oh my god. Why don't people tell me this shit? Now I want to play Fire Emblem.
Do you Tarja X Gaius because I like that? Yes, I do that because the only reason why I do Tharja X Gaius is because I want Tharja's daughter to have Gale Force. And speed on a mage is always good. Because mages in Fire Emblem Awakening were busted straight up. So any mage unit or ranged unit that had Gale Force, broken. And Tharja is a base mage class, and Gaius has one of the higher speed growth and speed caps because he is a thief. So you combine that, and you have a really fucking good mage. It's a shame that Tharja herself cannot get Gale Force, but her child can. So I would ship Tharja and Gaius. God, I can't believe I still remember this information.
Can you ship them for love?
Of course you can.
Let's go.
Of course you can. Like there are even like there's even yeah, she's got core values. Yeah, she indeed does. There are even like would you believe me if I told you that the reason I ship every character with every other character is just so I can see their marriage conversation?
Oh my god.
Yes, I have.
That's horrible.
I have shipped every pairing in Fire Emblem Awakening just to see their S rank conversation.
Oh my god.
And you cannot do that in one save. Well,
I am still an advocate that every game is better with a little bit of a dating sim inside.
yeah. But yeah, like that was, and it's funny because you're like, what's the eugenics part? Okay, the eugenics part in Fire Emblem Awakening and Fates is that the children will always inherit the first skill on the skill list of their parents. Except if their parents are Crom? No, just Crom. Except if their parents is Crom. If their father is Crom, they will get Ether, which is arguably the best skill in the game other than Gale Force. Ether and Ether if they are a daughter, Rightful King if they are a male.
Boy.
Yeah, they are a boy. Which is why most pairings for Crom are the ones that give two daughters, which is why the only downside of shipping Crom and female Robin is that you have a god tier Lucina, but you have just a decent Morgan. But Morgan is a really strong unit, so that's not bad. However, if you ship Crom with Sumia, you have two units, other than Crom himself, of course. you have two units that have ether. That's both Cynthia and Lucina. And their speed caps will be very, very fucking high, so yeah.
See, I know some of these names just because a lot of people are Fire Emblem fans,
Yes, exactly.
and a lot of them are in Smash, so I've
Yeah.
seen the trailers and stuff.
And yes, I am a hardcore Fire Emblem nerd.
Let's go.
I think
be proud.
I am. I am very proud. I don't hide it. I think
Let's go.
I think I clocked in 100 hours of Fire Emblem Three Houses within. Wait, let me do the math. Oh, within a week and a half.
God.
Yeah, 100 hours, because I do recall playing that game at least 10 to 12 hours per day for like a week. Three Houses,
Wow.
it's the one on the Switch. I love that game so much.
No boy.
So I'm looking forward to that. And let's see.
So there might be a new one of that one, huh?
Yeah.
So what else?
Lastly, I am looking forward to the direction of FF14 from this point.
Oh,
Because we have finished the arc of Hydaelyn and Zodiark, or the arc of Light and Dark. That arc is over.
yeah.
And it's a milestone because Wallheart support combo, so oof. That is hilarious. Weird, but hilarious. Especially if you're doing it with female Robin. Oh my god. Okay. And just a side note, female Robin is my favorite Fire Emblem character of all time. And in my opinion, she's the best Avatar character. So even more than female Byleth. I love female Byleth, but no one will top Robin for now. Like I was saying, like we have ended the major arc of FF14, which has spanned 6 expansions.
Yeah.
We include 1.0. So that's over a decade worth of story that culminated in the recent expansion, in the first patch of the expansion.
Was the ending satisfying?
And the ending was very much satisfying, yes.
Okay, very good.
One of my favorite pastimes nowadays is watching people cry their eyes out because they're only catching up right now. Because I cried I cried a lot. I cried a lot playing Endwalker. Holy shit. I cried a lot. I cried a whole lot. No shame in that. But yeah, nowadays I like watching streamers who are just catching up to Endwalker. I'm like, aha, they're gonna cry at this part, aren't they? And yep, when they do cry, I'm like, ha.
I gotta ask, right? Because I wanna play more into like FF14,
Mm-hmm.
right? Is it normal for people to be kind of about Realm Reborn?
Yeah. It is.
Because that is generally how I feel about Realm Reborn. I'm like,
It is, because the pacing is not so great.
It isn't.
The reason why even I'd say the pacing is not so great, because Realm Reborn was heavily inspired by World of Warcraft.
They
Remember,
didn't start. They haven't started doing their own thing
Yeah,
yet.
they had to take inspiration from their biggest rival. Their biggest rival at that time was World of Warcraft. If you
see.
compare the dungeons in that game, in that expansion, to the later ones, you will notice that, whoa, this feels like WoW. Heavensward onwards, you're like, okay, this feels like FF14 on its own. It feels like its own kind of game.
Yeah, because I was like wondering about.
Yeah,
that,
if you feel,
I was worried.
if you feel meh about that, that's totally fine. That's, if anything, that's very expected. It's okay.
So the general advice is get through Realm Reborn.
Get through
as
Realm
fast as
Reborn.
you can.
Grit your teeth if you have to, because honestly, it gets way infinitely better after.
Okay, that's because that was my one worry. My one worry was that it would just be like Realm Reborn the whole time.
It's sort of like your badge of honor that you've made it past a Realm Reborn. You stand above so many people who understand just gave up. Sorry, last. Who did you dad for kill? Who did I dad for kill? Okay. I actually dadded. If I don't dad Gaius for Tarja, I'd probably, oddly enough, I did dad Gaius for Kiel. Because I wanted to give Kiel higher speed. And although yeah, Kiel has better defense and strength, but not enough speed, so, and speed was like the go-to stat for Awakening, so I wanted to correct that. Fast Tank, yes, Fast Tank. Um, like I mentioned, like we're completely starting a new arc, and I'm so excited to see
Yeah.
what's the story from here on out. Because again, Endwalker ended on such a good note, and I'm like, damn, what's the story afterwards now? And yeah, like the mystery of it all is very compelling, and so far they haven't disappointed with the writing, and I'm really excited to see where that goes. And again,
So there's still like unanswered questions after that whole thing.
yeah, there is. Well, not
Yeah.
unanswered questions. I'd say new questions at the very least.
Ah,
Yeah.
I see. I see.
If you're thinking unanswered questions, you're talking about WoW.
Yeah.
All right. And in the big MMO landscape, FF14 has proven indeed that there is no one true way to build an MMO.
Yeah.
You can be any kind of player in FF14. Not many MMOs can say that players can do that. Yeah. And
Nice,
let's
nice.
see. Lastly. I think Nintendo is up for a little introspection
Really?
for 2022.
Why would you say that?
Other than the games themselves intrinsically, their brand has been on a steady decline when it comes to reputation.
Oh.
Because of the whole N64 incident,
Yeah.
the whole Nintendo Switch Online practice, and then one of the earlier signs as a warning was Super Mario All Stars, which is the trilogy of N64, Super Mario,
Oh,
Super
I
Mario
heard about
64, Super Mario
that.
Sunshine, Super Mario Galaxy. Those were timed exclusives. When I say timed exclusives, you can only buy it until March of the following year from the digital store and physical stores, and good luck finding that anymore. So, hypothetically, if they only made 1 million physical copies, there only exists 1 million physical copies if none of them have been lost.
My gosh.
So each successive resell is just increases in price.
And
but-
like, what's the point?
Why does
Do you want-
Nintendo hate their customers? Because it's not Satoru Iwata in charge. God bless his soul. I'm still saddened to this day because sorry, I want to say this without any music. Satoru Iwata, in my opinion, is what every game developer should be, because he did two things that immortalized
Rip.
himself.
Rip.
One, when Wii U was selling very poorly, and I really mean very, very poorly, do you know what he did? Something that no company would consider doing, especially Blizzard. He did not lay off anyone. He cut his salary in half.
Damn.
He
What a
cut
guy.
his salary in half to keep everyone in the company hired.
What a guy.
Reason he gave: morale is at an all-time low. I don't want to lower that anymore. Like,
Meanwhile, Blizzard
what kind
CEO
of-
would literally stab people if it meant they kept their money.
no, not kept. Like, Blizzard,
Increased.
hey, we got 600 million in profits. Woohoo! 600 million in profits. We are layoffing 600 employees. What?
That's how you got your 600. That's how you got your profits, baby.
The Ethicon incident. Oh my god, that one also. Jesus Christ. You know what's worse also? You know that someone was trying to sell an Erika NFT?
Oh, I saw that. Oh, no.
Yup. People really raised their pitchforks against that.
People were saying he was like triggering people on purpose, which just makes him suck more.
Yeah. And again, so that the Wii U incident, which yep, no company would think of doing that, but Satoru Iwata did that very naturally.
It's just like, of course I'll do that. Everybody's
And
important.
Another one also was you know what? This will be a tear jerker, but I'm gonna link it.
Do it.
It's a very nice mini documentary by Did You Know Gaming,
Mhm.
and it's
I'll watch it later. I
yeah,
guess,
you guys watch it later. If you guys shed a tear or two, it's natural. All right, look, Earthbound, or Mother
Yeah.
as it's locally called in Japan.
Yeah.
They had a problem with the game for it wasn't Like they were close to the release schedule and they were nowhere near in completion. Do you know what Story Iwata did?
What?
If I help you now and fix what exists right now, we will be able to release it in proper form in 2 years. If we start from scratch, 6 months. They went with the 6 months.
We
And
started again.
and
from
guess
nothing.
what? He meant it. 6 months. They did do it. They did release the game in time. They completed the development of the game in time for 6 months. Within 6 months.
That.
All right, last one. This one I will never ever forget. His speech, his first speech as CEO of Nintendo, or president of Nintendo Japan.
Mhm.
I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. Man, just even thinking about it, I have goosebumps right now. Just thinking about it.
Oh man.
All right. He said on stage, "On my business card, I am a corporate president. In my head, I am a game developer. But in my heart, I am a gamer." That sent chills down my spine the first time I heard it.
I remember. Yeah, I remember seeing those lines somewhere.
And I'm just like, you want this man to be the image of any video game studio. Do you know that the Nintendo Direct was actually his idea?
Of course.
And you know what's his last legacy? Like as if this man could not grace the world of gaming. Do you know what was his three biggest legacies even after he passed?
Mhm.
Pokemon Go.
Ah,
He
yeah.
was discussing the project, which was axed by other members of the committee. He was talking to the developer behind it, the director, while he was dealing with his cancer.
My God.
He was still in talks with it. Number 2, the Switch. The Nintendo Switch, the first hybrid handheld platform console.
Honestly, the Switch is probably one of the best ideas in video game history.
Yes. Like even before Legend of Zelda was like, yeah, it's a release title. I was just blown away by the idea of like, okay, I gotta go, just pull it out of the dock and then put it in your bag. And then you come back, I want to play on TV. Put it on the dock, turn on the TV.
And it's a whole game console.
And it's a whole
you know?
game console. It's wild. It's nuts.
Like now we can talk about like the inefficiencies of the Switch in certain areas and stuff and whatever. But all of that
But
is
that
just
little-
like after the fact.
That little handheld fucker can actually run games pretty well.
Yeah, it's
Remember
not,
when
it's
people
great.
Remember when people were like, "What? It's gonna run Castle Wolfenstein?" No bullshit. That's not gonna work. Guess what? It works pretty well on the Switch.
It did.
It does. It runs pretty damn well. Surprisingly. And his
I don't know how they did.
his very last, which is another reason why little handheld fucker, yeah. Little handheld fucker, you. Look, if not, one of his, if the Switch and Pokemon Go wasn't his biggest legacy, the third one definitely is.
Mm-hmm.
Smash Ultimate.
Yeah.
There is a reason why Sakurai was very passionate about Ultimate. Some of you might not know this. Do you know that Sakurai's idea of the game was met with disapproval? And do you know what it was? Do you know what Satoru Iwata did? They talked about it in secret. It's like, dude, don't tell anyone, but I like your idea. Let's make it. Let's make it. So, Satoru Iwata and Sakurai came up with like the early version of the build. And Satoru Iwata even consulted Shigeru Miyamoto, like, I feel this is missing a little bit of something. What do you think this is? And Miyamoto came up with the genius idea. Why not just use Nintendo characters?
Yeah. Oh
Exactly.
man.
That was the golden idea. But again, this was only because Satoru Iwata was like, don't believe what, like, obviously not verbatim, like, but he's practically, don't believe what they say. I like your idea. Let's make the build together in secret, all right? Like, they'll tell you no, don't make it. It won't work. No, 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 no. Let's make it.
Let's make a
I think this
Nintendo
will
fighting
work.
game,
You can
baby.
make it work. You can make it work. And Ultimate was unanimously praised by both Melee community and the contemporary Smash community. Could you imagine that? The most divisive communities, which is the Melee and the non-Melee community, both
Oh, yeah.
agreed that Ultimate was a fucking banger. Like,
I mean,
even
so many people from Melee moved to Ultimate, which
even
says a lot.
Hungry Box, although he plays both, the fact that he's
Yeah.
performing really well in Ultimate just says a lot.
The fact that he's playing both.
Yeah.
Back
Ye-
when he wouldn't touch
Anything
Brawl.
past Melee he wouldn't touch, which represents majority of the Melee community. They are purists, some of them to a fault. But even
But now they're like, now they're
now
like,
they
no,
actually,
Ultimate,
like,
Ultimate's deep
Ultimate's
enough.
pretty great. Can you
Yeah.
imagine that? Which is
Crazy.
why, again, like, to this day, I lament the loss of Satoru Iwata. And again,
You think it's affecting Nintendo?
It is. And also, do you know that Satoru Iwata even said that Nintendo is not ready for mobile games?
Really?
He said that. But Nintendo is not ready for mobile games. Clearly,
What about
somebody.
Pokemon?
When he meant mobile games, I think he meant the whole gacha thing.
Oh,
But again, like, the direction Pokemon Go went, the concept was really fun. I was hooked. But then again,
I was hooked. Everyone played it.
I
for
saw
like
the
one-
red flags. I'm like, I gotta bail.
Yeah, I wasn't. I mean, like, I stopped playing it after a bit, but I was really into it
It
for
was
a
really
while.
fun. It was genuinely fun.
I remember somebody said like the summer Pokemon Go was released was the last time things were okay in the world.
Yeah. And look, also yeah, Story Iwata did say that Nintendo's not ready for mobile games.
Yeah.
And again, Sony, Microsoft, Sega, all of them were mourning the loss of Satoru Iwata.
Indeed.
Like, because he, again, his act during the Wii U incident really did, like, uplift a lot of people during that time. So yeah, it was really tough. And I really hate the fact that Nintendo's reputation is going into the shitter. That,
Kinda, yeah.
jokingly, I'm like, are they trying to piss off Iwata so much that he'll rise from the grave?
They should.
Like, that's what
They
I'm
should- they
guessing.
should do
But
it.
another part of me is like, I am so glad that Satoru Iwata is not alive to see this. This is a complete bastardization of his philosophy of video games.
Yeah.
This isn't it. This is not it.
Do you think do you have hope still for Nintendo regardless? The
I do.
hopium strong still.
The hopium is because not everyone is out of Nintendo yet. Shigeru Miyamoto is still there. Sakurai is not making Smash games, but he is still very much involved in Nintendo.
Yeah.
But again, outlook not so good. I'll say that much. But I'm still hoping for it. And it's funny. My hopium is based on Blizzard because I just keep telling myself
No,
they're not Blizzard.
they aren't Blizzard. That gives them a
They
chance.
aren't Blizzard. And one shocking news from last year. I forgot to mention this in gaming in 2021.
Yeah.
Not a Melee fan myself. I enjoy Smash games, don't get me wrong, but I don't consider myself a fan because I don't play it as often.
Yeah.
Nintendo partnered up with Team Panda Global
Yeah.
for the first Nintendo sponsored Smash tournament.
Oh,
This is unprecedented.
They never did that.
They never do
that.
this. So I don't know what's going on in Nintendo right now, but I really think that there is a huge number of employees that are like, dude, we have beaten off the path like too far. We need to steer back, like really
Like,
way
today.
back today.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, yeah, that's basically it for gaming in 2021 and 2022.
Woo! We did it!
And whoa, 3 hours of
Mine says 5.
grind talk. No, wait, no.
Oh wait,
No,
you were streaming before it.
Yeah, I was
right?
streaming before.
Okay.
Thank you for the boss check and the hydrate, Skull. You can feel free to do it.
Do I have water? Got a little bit. I'll hydrate.
I missed everything post January to AFK. Alright. This will go to the VODs on my YouTube channel, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, well, it'll be there for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
it's there. Wait,
But
does
yeah,
that-
thank you for
does
the
that
thank
Bitly still work? I hope it does. Okay, it does. Good.
thank you very much for the invite.
All right.
Emery.
Let's see. A little shout out, of course, is in.
Mhm.
What's the word? Jesus, words. Anyway, Kai Kahana, thank you so much for the raid.
Yeah.
Shadow Legends. Thank you, Sky, for the raid. Karsh Tommy, while I was streaming MH Rise, thank you for the raid. Zabel and IDK Emilia, thank you so much for the follow. Highly appreciate it. You guys are now Foxtrots.
Yay!
And of course,
Oh.
if you haven't already, please join me and the other Foxtrots and Sunbathers on my Discord.
God knows a lot of them are.
And follow me on Twitter if you want to stay up to date to my announcements whenever I tweet, like my schedule, my stream, and random stuff like Yoko philosophy.
And if you want to see shit posts, follow me.
Yes. Let's see. I'm going to have dinner real quick, and then I'll do. I don't think I have time for God of War today. Yet. Yeah, I'll do some FF14 dailies depending on when my dinner finishes. Yeah, I think I have to. I think I'll have to postpone God of War tomorrow.
That's cool.
I mean, I'm dealing on something.
Go ahead. Please continue to deal.
Hang on, Skull says I'm dealing with someone that likes Fortnite but shitting on Genshin. Oh.
Genshin.
Oh. I mean, I don't know the context of that, but like cognitive bias. I mean, if there's one thing that's really tough for Fortnite fans, not all of them are assholes, but majority of the community just comes off as assholey that you can't not hate Fortnite to some extent.
Kind of irritating.
Like, I don't take joy in talking shit about Fortnite because I'm of this belief that every community has a bad apple, but not every member of the community represents what we see a lot. It's just that the toxic or bad part of Fortnite is just louder than the nicer one. So, unfortunately, yeah, they get lumped together.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking shitting on my Yay Miko PFP. Well, they're on Copium, Skull. They can't legitimately shit on Genshin Impact, so they have to shit on something.
They don't have any hot girls in their game.
Yeah, they don't have any hot girls, so they have to.
There are no Fortnite waifus.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, lol, like, ooh, waifu bait, and internally they're like, why doesn't my game?
You're goddamn right. I like waifus. Baby.
Yeah, why doesn't my game have waifus? That's basically what they're saying. Skull, just shrug it off, Skull. Don't stoop down to their level. I know it's tough, but just forget about it, alright? Don't listen to them.
Don't listen to them, numbskull.
Yeah, just disagree with them. Or better yet, no, best response, don't say anything. People hate it when they try to rile you up and you don't do anything. Like, I'll share this experience before I end. Well, not end the stream, but like end the talk. I did attend like an MVC3 in-house tourney once. When I say in-house, like the community in the area was like arranged it and everything. I tried, but all this started by spam calls. Wow, this person is willing to call you just to shit on your profile picture? Obsessed much? Okay.
Yeah, I think one of you guys is the one with the problem, and it's not you.
Yeah, if they're calling you on Facebook, just unfriend them. That's grounds for unfriending, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I joined an in-house MVC3 tournament a couple years back, And you know how it is in the Filipino FGC community. Trash talk is just as common as spamming fireballs. So this person was trash talking me because not because of my character pick, but they felt that my wins were cheap. Because my lineup was... The thing is, I didn't even have a cheesy playstyle. I played properly, but my playstyle was very quirky, I'll admit. My lineup was Phoenix Wright, what was it? Phoenix Wright, Mike Hagar, and Doctor Doom. That was my lineup. And he just felt that it was cheap, that I was just zoning with Doctor Doom while collecting evidence as Phoenix Wright, waiting for objection mode, and then just winning in general, because objection mode is... Turnabout mode is broken. And it lasts as long as you don't bring Phoenix Wright out as a character. So if you keep tagging him... not tagging, if you keep using him as an assist, the assist does not count towards his timer on that mode, and it's really, really freaking strong. And yeah, he didn't like it, and he just kept trash talking me, and I didn't say shit. And to some extent, like when I beat him,
dominance.
Yeah, when I did beat him eventually after like 3 matches, because like I lost one, and he got frustrated because like he had to work for that. Then I won 2 in a row, and then he started trash talking really hard. When I won the 3rd one, my 3rd win, he literally smashed his controller right in front of me. Like, it was a cheap setup, and he threw it on the table right in front. Luckily, I was using a gamepad, but the organizer was pissed because he nearly hit the PlayStation with the controller.
Oh jeez.
Yep. He was pissed. He was really, really pissed.
If you're gonna maul, do it outside.
And
after.
I didn't even look at him. If anything, after the dust settled, I'm like, good game? He didn't even look at me. He just packed his bags and left.
Oh my god. GG,
wow.
Shake my head.
Alright. Have a good day, prick. And it's worse. Because the next time that happened, a friend of mine who I know him as the not trash king, no. I know him as the BM king.
Yeah.
He knows how to BM. He knows how to get under people's skins, and he's not a bad guy.
Right.
They did fight each other. It was one of the most hilarious exchanges post-match that I've ever seen.
Oh, boy.
Because you know what my friend was doing?
What?
He sat in the most alpha way on the chair, like, yeah, I just kicked your ass while sipping coffee and smoking a cigar. You got a problem. He was just so lax in how he sat, like, yeah, you got a problem, bitch. But he wasn't saying anything.
Yeah, I love it.
And he was like, this guy was just complaining that you just pick OP characters, you're just spamming assists. I'm like, dude, you think you're not doing the same thing.
Man spreading 2 gallons of water in front of him.
Alright, red carpet. I'm passing the red carpet to you, Mariva. Do you wanna give a shout out or promote anything on your channel? It's yours.
I'm gonna be doing normal streaming stuff this week. I've got this Saturday morning I'm doing a collab with some friends. They're mostly American, so it's a cross-country collab.
Oh.
It's gonna be a drinking stream, which is gonna be hard because it's gonna.
Oh
be
wait, I think I saw a tweet about this. Isn't this like was it
Yeah, it's a golf with friends.
Yeah, golf.
Golf with friends, and I've got the soju for it too.
Nice.
They're friends of mine that are cool, so that's what's happening on Saturday. I don't really have anything special else coming to mind. Tomorrow I'm gonna do Minecraft, probably, and I'm still deciding on what the other days will be apart from Saturday, but I might do like another just chatting, maybe like a media share thing. I guess.
Awesome.
Yeah, just chill, just a normal weeky. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Alright. Thank you. That has been Mariva and of course yours truly Inariyoko for episode 11 of Shrine Talk.
Yay!
This is the last episode for this month, but don't you worry, there's still more episodes next month, so please look forward to that.
Let's
I
go.
will see you
Let's go.
all in a jiffy. I'm just gonna have a dinner break.
I'm gonna go now though.
All right,
Thank you for
cheers,
having
cheers.
me over, Inari. This is fun as usual.
Yes, it's always a joy.
It's always
Have you
pretty
over.
fun.
See ya.
See ya. Bye.
Ciao. And there she goes. Alright.